Got a 12-hour ban.
I tweeted it and didn't get in trouble for it.
I got in trouble for it somehow.
That's
Hey, you're
crazy.
verified, Jesse.
I'm
Yeah, just
important. I'm important. I'm one of the important guys.
I mean, just a comparison.
They got prostitutes posting ads on Twitter now. I don't know what the fuck the rules are.
You made an observation.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't think there are rules. Can you guys go hit like and share the fucking stream? I'm live on YouTube right now. We're happy to be here. I'm going to go on Ethan Van Sciver's show right now. I made him mad by asking about toys.
On the internet?
So
Yeah, nobody does that.
all right, I gotta jump out of Discord. See ya. Is this live? Are we live? Let me mute the stream there. We're gonna jump in. Ooh, I should open up like multiple instances of this just in case. Okay, continue. We're going to turn on my cam. There we go. Give me just 1 second here. I'm just setting up. I've been contacted to be on Ethan Van Sciver's show. You don't know who Ethan Van Sciver is? Same. But I'm important, so I have to go on. I'm now the most important figure in COMICSGATE, and I will be selling COMICSGATE merch, which is fun. Look for that soon on PODAWFUL.shop or childpornhub.com. All right. And where do I need to be here? Let's do that there. Let's do this here. I've turned all my lights purple for Ethan. He was just making fun of a guy for having purple lights. So we're going to go on and make him mad about that.
PAL account in her name so that I could send it straight to her. And she did get it. Yakase says, peace, I hate the word as I hate hell. And Comic One says, are any of the new covers wraparound? Hold on a second. Jesse's here. Hello, PODAWFUL. How are you doing?
Hello. Do you like my purple lights?
I mean, it is the gayest shit imaginable, but I'm jealous of it.
It's not the gayest shit imaginable. You're wearing a jacket with leopard print on it.
That's the gayest thing imaginable. You're right. I need the new covers wraparound. Hold on a second. Let me do a little business here. It could be like last time the villains cover was wraparound. So I think that like this time maybe the heroes cover could be wraparound. Because Salamandroid.
I refuse to be on camera while you read your super chats.
Blast Radius said Lone Star is a fake bootleg Captain America with a bomber jacket and a thinking cap helmet. He looks like he escaped a mental ward, EBS. Yeah, this is true. All right, back. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Finally. Jesus Christ. I'm supposed to just sit there while you get money. Are you retarded?
Why? What, you can't wait? You have no patience?
I get nothing out of you fucking reading a super chat. I don't know what they get out of you reading a super chat. But super chats are a scam. Shit's retarded. Huh?
Tell me why.
Why is it a scam?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's your first question. You have 6 questions remaining.
They're all going to be, why are you here? What's the matter
okay, if you want to waste your time. Why are they a scam? Because it's a guy just paying you to say the words he wants to hear out of your mouth. It's like so gay. I don't know. You're gay. You're just kind of gay for doing. I mean, unless somebody's like trolling you or something, sending $5 to make you say something retarded. That's kind of funny.
That's mostly what super chats are.
Yeah, and so like making that your life.
A lot of times it's people who are saying something that's a point that they want to be made so that other people hear it.
Yeah, that's stupid. You like make your own stream, do your own thing, get a life. I don't know. By the way, why do you stream?
For money, to promote my comics.
Like, shouldn't you be making a comic right now?
Yeah, I do that all during the day. All during the day, I draw. At nighttime, around 7 p.m. or 8 p.m., after the kids are taken care of, after dinner has been fed, I go online and I stream. The reason why is because I have an eBay store that sells all of my comic books and toy merchandise that's already been made. And also, like, I let people know that, like, I have other active campaigns. And then we do this. We do a show. We do a trash cast.
This isn't a show. It's not a show.
Okay.
It's a stream. You're just watching other people's shit streaming. You're barely
Commentary.
talking.
Yeah, making a radio show.
Barely commentary. Not really commentary. It's not
I
really.
feel like I've done some fantastic commentary here
it blew.
earlier today.
You were watching that guy with the purple lighting, and then I literally for a second couldn't remember which one of you was Ethan Van Sciver.
It's me. Van Sciver. I'm the one.
Sciver?
Yeah.
Okay, I will try to remember that. I've been saying it wrong now for 2.5 years, I guess. Nobody's ever corrected me on that. Is that alarming?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, look, people get my name wrong all the time.
So you make comic books, is that right? I'm by the way, now one of the most influential characters in COMICSGATE, so I feel like I should probably figure some of this stuff out.
Can you turn your lights on?
They are on, yeah.
No, I mean like your lights so I can see your face. You look like one of the California raisins. Like, just turn on your lights.
What are you, fucking autistic? Get over it.
Yes, I have autism. I can barely see your face. It's weird.
I can tell.
Why are you in disguise?
Yeah, this is a disguise. That's what's happening here.
What are you, like, hiding from the FBI? Turn on some lights. I want to see your face.
I can't help it.
You have autism? No, here's the thing. I would turn on the lights, but you kept sending your invites for this to somebody else, and then you pretended like you didn't know I was at PODAWFUL on Twitter. We've interacted on Twitter like the other day. How did you send it to something else?
I don't know. Like, I looked up PODAWFUL and I got this. I got the official site of PODAWFUL, which is at the N-word. And then I looked at the N-word.
At the N-word.
Yeah.
That's not me. Why would I be the N-word?
So many reasons. I don't know, dude.
What do you think they even mean by that? The N-word on Twitter?
I don't know, man.
You don't think they mean...
I don't watch your show. So I don't know. I don't know what you're about.
No, hang on a second. You don't watch my show? Are you sure?
Yes.
Because one time I've got a screenshot of you saying you love my show. You don't... Do you remember doing that?
I might have tuned in once.
Oh,
I don't watch your show regularly.
You said you love it. You said you're like a huge fan of the show. Because I tweeted.
Hold on a second.
Huh?
When did I say that? I mean, I might have said it, but like I've seen your show once when you're chasing down Alex Stein.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't believe you. I didn't believe you when you said it, but you said
most of it's just been being nice.
Well, that's a weird way to be nice. Is to just lie.
Okay, I won't lie anymore. Your show is gay.
Such a strange fucking thing to do.
A weird spaceship.
No, this is the move you do. Is like a guy will make fun of you or will criticize you, and then you pretend to lick his ass for a second in order to get the criticism off of you, and it works probably on a bunch of retarded people, and it didn't.
So
work
you
on
have
me.
seen my show?
No, I've seen you do this on Twitter.
No, okay.
Yeah. You said, here it is. You want to see it?
Yeah, sure. Let me see.
Okay. You said, so here, I'll give a little context here in a second. You said, I'm definitely hollow-headed and my eyes have been called haunting.
Oh, yeah.
I tattooed my signature on my chest, American History X style, because leftists and mainstream comics started spreading rumors that it was secretly a swastika. So you made it look more like a swastika because people lied about it?
No. It did. It already did. And I didn't change it at all.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying you made it look more like a swastika by putting it on the swastika part of your body.
Yeah, I did.
That just makes it seem like you are a Nazi if you do that.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
Are you a Nazi?
I don't think so. No.
You'd be cooler if you were. So then you said, but it'll come in handy when I eventually do forget my name. Love your show, no homo. And by the way, not only did I not believe the love your show part, I also did not believe the no homo part.
Okay.
And that's because
I don't care about that.
And that's because the reason you replied to me is that I shared these photos of you looking like a gay guy, showing off your gay fucking tattoo. And then I showed.
It's not. How can it be gay and Nazi at the same time? That's silly.
Yeah, go ask Hugo Boss.
Cool.
He's got an answer for you. And then
Hugo Boss is great. What are you talking about? You don't like his clothes?
Hugo Boss is great. And then You got here. A guy said in New Orleans Wizard World 2015, this 18-year-old guy, he was volunteering at Wizard World, and he says you were trying to like suck him off or some shit.
Oh, come on.
That's what it says. Are you saying? So you're saying this is not real?
No.
You apparently you put your hand on his leg. He was wearing shorts.
Come on.
You've never. So you've never done anything gay ever?
Never. Of course not. No.
I mean, of course not. I don't know.
Oh, I'm here to tell you. No, I'm not. I've never done anything like that.
Well, then
these people make shit up for the internet.
But why would they make this up? I mean, this is 2018 too. Like, why would they
right
make
at the
this
start
up?
of ComicsGate, right?
Right. So right at the start of where someone would recognize you for the first time.
Yeah.
That makes sense that it would happen then. They said they were scared out of their mind, and you said something like "shut your mouth" to them, which that is something you say.
I would say that, yeah.
Okay, so you would do this, and then
would not do that. I would not do that. It's
and
crazy.
then this guy here said, "I think I've shared this story here once before. I'll start off by saying, yes, I'm a homosexual, gay, fag, whatever.
Oh God,
to call
Jesse,
me.
Just stop this. This is bullshit.
What
this
are you getting upset about?
Well, I'm not getting upset, but it's like, look at all this stuff that people have made up about.
I'm asking about it. I'm asking if it's like, real. I don't know this made up.
I already answered you. I said no, it's not true. It's not
this is
real.
a different one. This is a different one. It's odd.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I know.
odd that it happened.
Guy.
No, it's not the same guy.
It is the same
guy.
guy.
No, you can see he's got a different.
Same guy.
No, he's got.
It's the same guy, dude. I know who it is.
Who is? You know who it is?
Yeah, I do know who it is. I know the guy spreading those stories. It's okay.
That kind of sounds like. What do you mean? How do you know who it is? It's anonymous.
Yeah, I know. It's a troll.
But who? Okay, so who is it?
Like it could be like somebody like you. Like that's something that like.
That's from 20. I didn't even know how to say your name until just now.
I'm not saying it was you. I'm just saying that's the kind of thing that you might do.
You said you know who it is. Who is?
Yeah, I do. I'm not going to say.
Why?
That's okay. Because it's not that big of a deal.
Why not clear your straight name?
I don't care if people think I'm gay.
It sounds like you do.
Matter to me.
You're getting very upset about it.
You asked me if that story was true, and it's not true. But I don't care if people think I'm
didn't
gay.
think
people call me gay all day long on the internet.
Well, that's because of the jacket.
Yeah, I know. That's fine, dude.
Okay.
It's all right.
Well, all right. This one in particular, though, they said.
Can we stop, dude? No.
You don't care. You said you don't care.
No, I'm not. Just stop. Can you talk to me without this bullshit?
Can I just? All right. Theoretically,
yes.
If this story were true, this thing about the guy in Lodi, New Jersey, meeting behind a T&J pizza,
not just nonsense.
Okay,
yeah,
but I'm saying theoretically, if it were true. In a world where you did meet up with a guy to suck him off behind a pizza place in Lodi, is it pronounced Lodi or Lodi?
I've never been there. I don't know. I didn't live in New Jersey then. I lived somewhere else.
It's odd that you moved.
With a child.
It's odd that you moved to New Jersey after this story, then, because it kind of seems like you were looking for a missed connection or something like that. But anyway, theoretically,
man, is this what you do? Like, you are.
Yes,
kind of
you watched it for like 30 minutes.
You are kind of a shithead. I have to say. Yeah, you are. You're kind of a shithead.
Well, listen. Can I tell you why I thought it might be possible before you told me that it's impossible?
Yeah, sure.
So you are good friends with Dick Masterson and all this stuff, right? And he is also a gay sexual deviant who dresses like a cow and fucks dudes off of Craigslist and stuff. So
I'll bet that isn't true either.
It is true.
That's more bullshit.
No,
his own
girlfriend.
Like
no, his own girlfriend said that.
Sure.
That doesn't come from me.
I'll bet his own girlfriend said that. I entirely believe you. I bet it's more stuff made up on the internet for people like you, dude. I'm totally sure it's real. And that's something that actually happens and not just a way to degrade somebody that you don't like.
It's a strange way.
True.
Strange way. I don't think I could come up with that.
But look at you. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're a strange person. You're a weirdo.
I don't dress as a cow and have sex. I don't dress as a cow and have sex.
Degrade someone.
Dick Masterson admitted that he dresses as a cow to have sex.
Why don't you guys, the kind of thing that you might make up.
All right, you're going to steamroll. You're going to steamroll. We're going to steamroll.
I listen to you, but I mean, this is the whole thing. Oh, you're not doing this.
Yes, I fucking am, faggot.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, Jesse.
No.
God damn it.
No, if you're going to steamroll.
I swear to God, dude, come on here and be normal. Could you please?
No.
You gonna come back and just be normal?
No.
And you think I'm like friends with Dick Masterson. I watch his show. You guys are nuts.
You love it, right?
His show's good. Yeah.
You actually watch that one.
Yeah, I do watch that one.
Do you love that one in that you don't want him to ever criticize you the way he does Eric July, or do you love it in that you actually enjoy it?
Well, I think that when he criticizes Eric July, he actually speaks in truth, you know, which is why I kind of like him. I agree with him. I think his points about his comic books are true. And we're just here to talk about
they
the
probably
comic books.
are. They probably are. I don't know. I've
His
never
comic
listened
books
to it.
aren't good. So, I mean, when he actually
Maybe
brings
not.
up the comic books and criticizes the comics in terms of the quality of the books themselves, I think that's of value. That's
Okay.
a value to me and my audience.
I understand.
But
Now,
this other stuff is, you know.
right. The thing is, Dick admitted to dressing like Juju the cow for sex. He's already said it.
No, he didn't. He just
yes,
doesn't
he did.
care.
I have
He
video.
just doesn't care.
I have
He just
videos.
doesn't care, and he went, sure.
I
Yeah.
have videos of him admitting that it's true.
There's no way. He
I
just
also
doesn't care.
interviewed his co-host Vito, a guy who's never made a comic book, and he says he knows about it as well.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't care either.
Well,
You
he
really
doesn't.
think
He
that's
doesn't even.
true? I
He
mean,
doesn't
Jesse,
even
do you
care
really
about
think that's
fulfilling.
true?
He doesn't even care about fulfilling a crowdfunding campaign. So of course he doesn't care. He stole money.
What does that have to do with anything? He's going to fulfill his campaign.
What?
waiting
He's
on his
already.
artist.
He's already refunding people. What do you mean?
Yeah, you refund people who ask for refunds, but he's going to do. I've seen most
No,
of
he
the
won't.
book. The book isn't so bad.
I've seen it too. I saw the leaked version of it. I'm sure that's what you saw, and it honestly isn't good. And it's also like one of the worst concepts, like the most overplayed, overdone
What do you mean?
concept. A superhero who kills superhero. That's like 50 fucking things. You don't start with your first comic book being a send up of comics. Like you got to figure it out first.
Well, the Tick did. Ben Edlund did with the Tick. I mean, that was a send up of comics that was very popular. It was his first comic.
In the 80s or 90s?
Yeah, in the
right.
80s.
It's already been
And the
done.
90s.
Yes, that's the point. Is it's already been done. So this, the boys already.
Well,
did
no.
this.
His thing is the Tick was just a send up of comics. You said that you don't do that with your first comic, and he
Right.
did. He did
Yeah,
do that
yeah.
with
The
his
one,
first
okay, the
comic.
one guy who was really good at it and actually made a comic book was successful.
Lots
doing
of people have done it. Lots of people have done send ups of comics as their
This
first
is
comic. It's a very easy thing to do.
It's
It
a
doesn't mean it's
very
gonna be
easy
good.
thing to do, and he's still not doing it. Yes, I agree. We're in agreement on this.
Well, he's waiting on his artist.
How he's waiting? So it's the artist's problem because I've seen the art. The art has already happened.
No, not all of it. It's like a big book. I
The
guess it's
vast
not finished yet.
majority of it. I read basically the entire story front to back. I saw it. I saw the art. It's out there. It's just not
Well, I don't
colored.
think it's done.
It's just not colored. It's just not colored. All he has to do is
All
pay
right,
a color.
you know more about it than I do. Last I spoke to Vito, Vito sent me some pages from it to look at, and he said it wasn't done yet. So I was under the impression that the artist hadn't finished it yet. Which
He
is
probably wants to
likely.
redo it because it's not like the drawings are bad. What is your comic book?
Oh, my comic book is called Cyberfrog.
Cyberfrog. What was that, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or some
A
shit?
bit, yeah, absolutely. Here it is. This is Cyberfrog 2, Wreck Planet. This is one of the covers.
I can't tell what I'm
Chromium
fucking
covers.
looking at. Can you like? I'm not
Hey,
serious.
hold on, I'll get you a different one.
No, I'm
Hold on a second.
serious. Can you maybe make yourself the main thing on the screen so I can really see it?
Oh, sure. There you go.
Okay. Yeah. Was it a holographic cover?
Chromium. Yeah, see the back?
Collectible. Can I see a little of the inside art? Covers are one thing, but inside art. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, those are some good drawings. I hate that style of coloring.
What style is that?
That modern digital coloring that most comic books have. It's the most comic books. So you're not like unique in this way. That for me, it looks messy. It looks like it's unreadable in a way. But yeah,
You think so?
I do. I legitimately do. Yeah. I'm not saying that about yours specifically. There's the thing with comic books is like the more realistic they start to look, the worse they are, because the closer you're trying to get to reality with your drawings on it, the less it is easy to make out what you're even looking at.
Thank you for having a normal conversation with me instead of let's have a conversation about comics and art. Could we? Do we have to talk about gay, like, internet shit? Do we have to be degrading, or can we have a conversation?
I just wanted to know if you were a throat goat. I was going to clap for you.
I know. I seen it. I'm not, okay? Not gay. If I were gay, I'd be happy to tell you.
If you were gay, would you be would you be like the best fucking? You'd be so good at it.
Would you? Would you be like?
No, I would. No, I'm kind of lazy. I'm like Vito. I wouldn't fulfill my order on that one.
All right. Well, that's fine.
Okay. But cool. Somebody said you were a throat goat, so I didn't know if maybe.
I know a lot of people want to degrade me because of what I do.
What do you do exactly?
COMICSGATE. Yeah.
What is that?
COMICSGATE is COMICSGATE started out as a disagreement between left wingers who had taken over the comic book industry and people who disagreed. So basically, the entire anti-woke movement of comics. But for me, like, I got blacklisted from comics. For me, it's just about being able to still make comic books in spite of blacklisting. So I can, using crowdfunding, using the internet, be able to get books funded, not just mine, but other people's too. Like people who were also blacklisted from DC and Marvel, who used to do this for a living. That's what COMICSGATE is for me.
It's important to you that people be able to, if they want to express their art, they're able to do it and have people who support them.
Yeah, I think so. Absolutely.
Except for Eric July.
Eric July is a different situation, and that Eric July can't take criticism, and that's all this is. He should be able to make comics all he wants.
Can you take criticism?
Sure.
Okay, I legitimately think your comics are too busy. You need to lean more into a cartoonier nature of it. I need,
Van Sciver? You know his work?
He's a friend of mine. He's on my show often. Yes, his is one of the few modern comics that I enjoy, Butch Gilligan. But, and he speaks highly of you, by the way. So, I don't want you to think that just because I'm saying this, it means anything on him. But
I do. I'm going to be like, Sven, what did you say to this Jesse guy that he's such a shithead? Like
for instance, like your Cyberfrog guy, right? He's got I think this is very important. A comic book character, especially a more, I don't know how to word this, but cartoonier maybe one, like a Cyberfrog. It's important that they have a very strong silhouette, I feel. You should be able to like make them out in any panel instantly. It should be very obvious. I agree. And he certainly has a strong silhouette. However, my criticism of him would be that in silhouette, it looks like this is meant to be some sort of insectoid character. The strange spikes on his shoulder, it kind of looks like wing. He's very insectoid looking in a way. And I took a look. I'm taking a look right now at some of your comics.
You can see it behind me there.
Yeah, I've opened it up in front of me here on my computer. And I'm taking a look at some of these. The panels are very busy. I think this is an extremely big problem with modern, and it has been for like over a decade with modern comic books, is everything is like, it's detailed down to the last fucking thing. And it's so busy and I can't make out anything what's happening.
Who else said that? Vito said that.
And
so you and Vito agree.
That is one thing that he clearly is attempting to do, is simplify it. I think he's gone maybe a little too far in the other direction with it. Maybe I'm too much of a Goldilocks here with this. But I do think that, like, for instance, York, I'm looking at your character right here. He's got all this crisscross fucking applesauce shit on his arm. Like, it's got to be fucking annoying drawing that shit all the time. No wonder it's taken forever for these books, right?
Yeah, it takes a while to draw the character.
You got to simplify this.
Anybody who's drawn them says that.
You ever
complicated?
Yeah, that sucks. Like, that sucks. That sucks not just for you to draw and for whoever else might draw it. You draw them, right? You're not just the writer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I do both.
Sorry, I'm just making sure. But you know, that sucks not just for them, but it sucks for the reader, because then every panel, it's like, it's got that busy work in it. You know who does a good job is do you know Gabriel Ba? Are you familiar with that artist?
No.
He's a well-known comic book. You ever read the Umbrella Academy comics?
Oh yeah. But I haven't read the comics. I know the writer, the guy from what's his face?
Oh, the My Chemical Romance dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I met him when he first started in comics.
He's got a very cartoony style, Gabriel Ba, And
Mhm.
he can do these overly detailed. I'm not saying everybody has to be like this, but you can do these overly detailed things. And then in a panel where it doesn't matter, it's like the character is basically a blob. It's like, and I know it seems like it's more bang for your buck to have these super detailed, almost photo real type panels going on where it's like every little detail is always drawn in. But in reality, it's a slog for the eyes. See, I don't even know what I'm looking at there, man.
I know, but that's Salamandroid here. That's his big brother. That's Cyberfrog. And what you call a slog for the eyes, other people really enjoy.
I
They might
know.
call it a feast for the eyes.
I know, but in every panel, you know what? If everything,
there's a lot to look at.
if
Yeah, I agree with you.
everything, if everything's a feast, then nothing's a feast.
Well, I mean, that's just let me just agree to disagree. As somebody who's been doing this for a long time,
The
you know.
overly complicated colors too. I think maybe you could even just get it down to simplifying the colors, and it might improve things to some degree.
You hear that, Kyle?
Now don't
No, he
say.
doesn't. He's
Now
deaf.
don't throw the.
Sorry, Kyle.
Don't throw the whole. Oh, I've been doing this a long time. This is a valid criticism. You should. You
Sure.
do. You do accept criticism, correct?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just giving you a little bit of criticism, and there are certain aspects of your main character that are confusing to somebody new like me. Like I just saw a cover of Cyberfrog here in front of me where he's got like a corpse sliding down the spike on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
I just clicked away from it, unfortunately, but it took me like 5 fucking minutes here of staring at it to understand what was happening in that picture because it's so, I don't know. I mean, I get it. You got
see how he's a frog?
Yeah, it's sort of Battletoads meets Earthworm Jim meets
all that stuff, all the 90s stuff.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I get it. I don't hate it by any means, but
his little Vespa's head in his hand.
You know,
see, this is
nothing
the thing,
revolutionary.
Like, crowdfunding is great. I mean, like the idea of making action figures of this quality wouldn't have been possible 10 years ago unless like Hasbro or a big company like Mattel had been there to help you out. But Cyberfrog just experienced such a burst of popularity that, you know, we were able to raise, I think, nearly $1 million to make a line of action figures that are every bit as competitive with what Todd McFarlane is doing.
So it sucks for you that a guy like Eric July can make $1 million doing it because you think.
No, it doesn't. This is the thing that people say. I helped Eric. I mean, I helped him from the very start. And
I saw that. I saw that you used to promote him and stuff.
I promoted him, and I helped him early before that.
So what happened? When did he go from good to bad?
Oh man. I've chronicled it. Are you ready?
I mean, you must have known before that he wasn't a good artist.
I didn't know. He was saying some things I didn't know.
So you promoted him without even knowing if he was any good?
Well, hold on now. He's not an artist. He's a writer.
I know. I'm using art.
That's a different thing. Like
I'm using artist as an umbrella term.
Sure. You can sit there and like writers are weird. Like artists, you can look at it and you can say that's good art or that's not good art. You say you don't like my art. That's cool.
I didn't say I don't like it. I didn't say I don't like it.
Well, I'm just saying like that's up to you. Like that's an opinion or writing is different. Like everybody thinks they can write because not everybody can draw. So I remember Eric July saying things early on to me. He was saying, I'm going to overtake Marvel and DC. He said, I'm going to trounce these guys because they're in a weak position right now. And I'm going to come in there and I'm going to kick their asses.
Seems like
and I said to him, dude, you're delusional. Like you're just like, we can't do that. And he kind of said, you don't know what I'm capable of. And I said, fair enough. Like we're friends. We're streaming together and everything. I said, fair enough. I've never read your writing. I don't know what you're capable of. He said, I write music and all this stuff. I can write stories and comics too. So his comic book kind of came out. We promoted the hell out of it.
Only kind of?
No, it came out.
Okay.
We promoted like his campaign. And listen, he's got 500,000, people. So I know 9% are going to turn out to buy. I knew he was going to make that much money. It was cool. We wanted to. We were on his side. We were supportive. I did a cover for issue number 2. I read it and I kind of went,
wait, you did one of the covers for his books?
Yeah, I did issue 2. I did the cover.
So you basically made him happen. You helped make him happen.
No, I didn't help make him happen.
Everybody who hates Eric July has you to somewhat blame.
Yeah, so I've heard that. Yeah. People
am I wrong? Because again,
Yeah.
I need your audience to know. I know they're all hating this right now. I need them to understand. I don't know anything about any of this. I had Eric July on my show as a joke.
Right.
Okay. It was just a joke. I didn't know. I don't know him. I don't owe him anything. I don't know anything about any of this stuff. I know comic books, but I don't know anything about this little pocket universe you guys live in, where it's like
Look,
the most.
in front of my chat against me, Ethan did this.
Yes,
Yeah,
it kind of. Listen, I'm not joking. My fucking inbox has been blowing up as a result of interviewing this guy. It's so annoying because I don't give a shit about any of this stuff. This is
what are you hearing? Like what kind of stuff?
All the Eric July haters think that I'm like pro Eric July as opposed to anti Dick Masterson. That's all I am.
Yeah.
But there's been multiple people who told me that they backed Eric July. They're haters of him now, but they backed Eric July. And I'm like, well, why would you do that? And they go, it was fucking this hollow-headed retard's fault that they did it. And I'm like, really? Isn't he the guy who says Eric sucks like the most?
Hollow-headed retard.
Like,
Shut up, Jesse. Jesse, you are going to offer me the respect I deserve. Okay, I'm a substantial comic book creator. You're going to respect me based on
what have
that.
you? I don't. What comic books have you made? I don't know. I literally have never heard of you before.
Okay, I know because you're not a comic book guy, but I
am a comic book guy.
Oh, then listen to this.
Okay.
I worked on X-Men in 2002, and then I helped revitalize Green Lantern with Jeff Johns. Created the Sinestro Corps War. Green Lantern Rebirth, Flash Rebirth, brought Barry Allen back, brought Harry or Hal Jordan back, was nominated for an Eisner Award.
Okay.
I've been around. I've done some shit in comics.
Right.
And if you know anything about
you are
comics,
naming some things that aren't my favorites in comics, I'll be honest. But I accept that you are a seasoned professional, of course.
Okay, so a little bit of respect. No more dick-sucking accusations and no more... And we're going to get along just fine. You can disagree with me.
Sorry, I literally, when you said no more dick sucking accusations, I was thinking
Dick Masterson.
I literally thought that's what
I get it. You don't like Dick Masterson. By the way, me just being nice to Dick Masterson has caused all hell to break loose. Like all of these people coming after me. I'm like, I didn't even know about any of this stuff.
My knowledge of you begins and almost ends until now.
Well seasoned, high fat. Yeah, that's true. Yes, go ahead.
Begins and almost ends until now with you appeared on a panel talking about me versus Alex Stein one time. And you said all this shit. And, you have these horrifying Sanpaku eyes, right? And I had never seen you. I never heard of you before.
These are my mother's eyes. Come on now.
Well, put them back in her fucking head then, man, because they don't belong in yours.
Take off your glasses. Let me see your eyes. Let me see those baby blues.
I cannot see without.
Turn on your lights.
I can't see
Come
without
on, rat boy. Let me see your face.
I can't see without my glasses. I literally need these to see.
Well, then stop judging other people. You're hiding in the darkness. My eyes are bright.
I'm not hiding.
Blue.
I have to do this lighting because this is not. I'm also streaming on my channel, and this is not an official PodAWFUL episode. I don't want anybody to think I'm really doing a show here.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm a show guy.
Stop talking about other people's appearances when you're hiding.
What I'm saying
I'm in broad daylight here.
I'm not hiding
in purple.
I'm on camera every fucking few days.
But I can't see you when you're wearing glasses. So you're talking about my eyes. Let me see yours. You look like a fucking rat. Let me see your eyes.
I look like a rat. Well, then I'm not doing anything.
You look like a fucking rodent. Let me see your eyes.
How do I look like a rodent?
You do. You have big rodent teeth like this. You have no chin.
Like what?
Look at your hair.
I have no chin.
Look at you. You're a mess. Now let me see your yeah, I know. You got a goatee chin extender. You're a chinless fucking rat boy.
Ethan,
now let me see your eyes.
Ethan, you got your own little pussy mop trying to cover up the double chin right now yourself.
I know, it's true. It's true. Shut up. I know. I understand.
Rat. What rat has long hair? Now
let's get back to comics and stop the insults right now. Knock it off.
Anyway, so I saw you on this fucking stream. I didn't know who the hell you were. You've got these horrifying hollow eyes. You got nothing going on in your head visibly. And you're talking all this shit about me like you know anything about me.
I don't know anything about you. All I know is chasing down
I'm
Alex
agreeing.
Stein. All I know is you're chasing down Alex Stein, who's the best of us.
Chasing best of You? What does that even mean?
The best of society. This guy goes.
Are you retarded?
He calls AOC a big booty Latina.
Whoa! Hey, his one bit, everybody. Wow, you mentioned it. Now what?
That's it. I know.
That's it. It's over. The comedy's done at that point.
That was it.
Alex Stein, my whole thing with him was he says that drag queens are bad because they dress up as ladies in front of children.
You said I was bad for wearing this jacket. How dare you?
That's sort of drag. That's sort of in drag. Yeah. The point I'm making is he says it's bad for them to dress up as ladies in front of children. I agree with him. But then what he does is he puts on women's underwear and bathing suits and then goes in front of children. And all I said, and Brittany Venti also said this, and you had this big blow up at Brittany Venti over this because of me, where she said you can't ironically suck a dick. And that was the point I was making, is you can't put on a women's bathing.
Unfuck that butt. I said that about Superman when Superman turned gay.
When he had the
butt fuck Superman, you cannot unfuck that butt.
When he turned gay, are you talking about when he had that blue lightning outfit and there was also a red?
He actually they made him gay, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they did make him gay. So anyway, the point was you had all this fucking shit to say. And I knew in my heart of hearts.
Who cares? I don't care about that. Nobody wants to talk about it.
I'm talking about it.
I know, but nobody cares.
I'll just leave. I can just
talk about me and comics.
I'll just go. I don't give a fuck.
Let's talk about Eric July, since that's. What
I knew in my heart of hearts that you didn't actually give a shit about Alex Stein. That he's a big name that you want to latch onto. You're like a glad handing.
Do you think so?
Well, 100%. Your whole thing is like attaching yourself.
Think Alex Stein is a big name that I want to.
I don't think you even have to do it with big names. You told me you like my show, and that was a lot. Like,
I'm just being nice.
Yes, you lick ass. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, please.
You just do.
Be kind to people. Give me a break.
Kind to people? You just called me a rat. Word. Fuck you.
Well, I mean, now I'm being mean to you because you're being mean to me.
You look like a dilapidated pumpkin. Like if fucking somebody left their jack-o'-lantern out after fucking Halloween. I don't give a shit.
All right, good. That's a good insult. All right, now let's move on. You want to talk about what happened with Eric July or no?
What happened with him? Did something happen?
Well, you're asking me questions before. The whole point was like,
I think it's kind of. I have a feeling that you were backing Eric July sight unseen when it comes to his work because he was already a fairly big name on YouTube, and you're licking ass, yeah. And then you got a bunch of people to buy his shitty comic book, and.
That's true.
And then all of these people now support you, but it's your fucking fault.
Yeah, it is. It's my fault. I want to apologize to everybody who backed Eric July because of me. I had no idea. But I mean, that's the problem with what I do anyway. I mean, the problem with promoting comic books by unknowns, as we've all seen, is you don't know how it's going to turn out at the end of the day.
Well, what about at the beginning of the day?
Do not turn out well. But I mean, ISOM was interesting because ISOM was like the most high budget creative flop I've ever seen. Like it was really bad, but the whole point of ISOM
creative flop though,
right?
Not financially.
It raised a lot of money. It raised a lot of money, but creatively it was a flop. Creatively,
I've never read it. By the way,
oh my god,
I'm fully willing.
You know who Josh Null is? You know Josh Moon, whatever his name is. He had the same kind of thing that you have about Eric July. Like, I'm going to defend Eric because I hate Dick Masterson. He actually ended up reading.
I didn't defend him. I did not defend him.
He actually ended up reading ISOM, and his review of ISOM is hilarious. Like, even he was like, oh shit, this is garbage. Like, Josh Moon said that. So the point is, like, it isn't good. Okay. It's not a matter of opinion, really. Although I think your opinion would align with, most people with brains in their heads. It's just not a good comment.
Listen, so there's a lot of people with brains in their heads that think it is good and buy it. And that means there's a lot of really dumb people out there. And then the problem becomes, well, what if that's all the people that buy your shit?
Yeah, that's true. What if?
And by the way, it is because they bought his shit off of your recommendation.
They trust me.
Eric?
They read, or it's possible that they read my stuff and go, Ethan's good. I'm going to listen to Ethan. Or it's also possible that they sit there and say, I like the idea of people being able to make comic books in the indie scene without having to crawl to big companies and therefore I'm going to support him for that reason, which is one of the things that was Eric's pitch. It's very appealing.
This is where I start getting this is where if I were in your shoes, which I imagine are on the wrong feet and Velcro, this is where I would start saying to myself,
that is good, man. I like your insults. Yeah.
Don't lick my no homo.
I like your insults.
This is
they're funny. I gotta say.
This is where I would start saying to myself,
yes.
Is it at all possible that in reality, none of these people, Eric July guys, you guys, the people in between, is it at all possible that they don't actually like the comics at all? They like this fucking COMICSGATE political gay bullshit surrounding it.
Yeah, there's definitely some people who like the...
what do you think the percentage is?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think after a little while, things kind of shake out. Like Cyberfrog has pretty much maintained most of its sales.
How many books have you put out?
We're working on the 3rd issue right now.
It's only 2?
The main series. Yeah, there are 2.
That's not you can't say you've maintained. That's not a pattern even. You haven't hit 3.
Well, we're 3 and it's still selling about the same. So
selling sight unseen. They haven't gotten it yet.
Well, they read the first 2,
but they haven't read the 3rd one. So you don't know.
That's correct.
They don't know.
Well, I mean, maybe the 3rd will be a flop, but issues 1 and 2 were critically very well received.
Okay. Again, maybe they're awesome. Maybe they are awesome. And they
are. So you can take my word for that, or you can read it.
I don't take your word for it. And
then go read it. It's on the internet for free.
And by the way, I didn't take Eric July's word for it. On my show when he was on, I said your comic might suck,
and he said, "Yeah, because he knows it does."
Maybe.
You know what? When you say that to me, I say it doesn't. It's fucking great. It's awesome. You can go read it.
Yeah, but
it doesn't matter how you feel about.
But the difference between
go read the comic.
The difference between you and him is this is his first comic book, and you have decades of experience.
Correct.
This dude is selling comic books.
This dude had the audacity to make a mug club comic book situation. He thought he could make a comic book his first time.
Don't panic. Don't panic over what I'm saying.
And he put it out, and it's like it's not good. I mean, the problem is he could have sold anything. He chose to make.
This is a guy who has maybe no business in comics. Maybe you're right.
No business.
Except he has a literal business in comics, and it seems to be going well. Now, I am not making. I want to be clear. I am not making the argument that because something sells well, it is good. The things that sell,
it's not selling well.
The things that sell well are oftentimes some of the worst shit ever. What I am saying is this dude came out of nowhere and managed to sell shit, and even through an insane harassment campaign around it is still selling stuff. Like, people are trying to make a dude who just made a comic book into a lol cow.
Well, he is a lol cow. This is the Rippaverse sales chart. This is by the way.
I can't even see what I'm like. What is all?
Okay. There. This is the first book. This is the second. This is the 3rd, 4th, and now here we are. By the way, this is after Dick Masterson and Vito.
These are different books, though.
Different books, yeah, like following releases.
Just to be clear, these aren't all. This isn't all just like ice. Obviously, the first one's going to sell the most. This is not crazy. At all. This is also what happens in every single medium ever.
No, that's not true. That's
okay,
not true.
tell it to Star Wars.
Why would all of your readers leave? This is a 95% decline in readership.
What is yours? What is your drop off?
My drop off.
Let me see the chart. Let me see the chart. I don't want. You have this guy's chart. Let me see your chart.
Hold on a second. I can show you. My chart zigzag.
I have a feeling you have faster access to his charts than you do your own.
It's true, because people are more excited about making charts of his extreme failure than my.
Here's the reason I bring this up, and I'm in no way, because again, I'm in no way defending Eric July. I don't give a fuck. His shit can fail, but here's the deal. I only see this stuff peripherally on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
And I am aware that you have a comic book called Cyberfrog, and I'm aware that he's got the Rippaverse, right?
Right.
I know more about his comic.
Here's my sales chart.
I'll look at that in a second. I know more about his comic book because of you than I know about your comic book. And you and guys like you have promoted him to the point where I know the names of his characters of comic book series I have never read and will never read. I know what Flores Park is. I know all this shit because you guys have made this such a big deal. And meanwhile, I don't know anything about Cyberfrog.
Did Eric thank me on your show? Did he say thank you?
I don't know if you even
shout
came
out
up.
to Ethan for promoting Ripaverse and letting PODAWFUL know everything about it.
I don't know.
Way better than I do.
I don't know if it even came.
He should say thanks, CVS.
I don't know if you even came up because it was a show about Dick Masterson. Can you bring the thing back up so I can look at it now?
Oh, sure. Yeah. You should just kind of be like, hey, Ethan, thanks a lot, man.
Maybe, yeah, you did promote him sight unseen to your audience, even though you thought he sucked. So yeah, he probably
I didn't know he sucked. Let's not.
You
really
shouldn't promote people if you don't know. That's also bad.
Well, that's listen. I mean, that's the problem. Is the point is we want to make people able to make comics.
The point. Well, then let him make his fucking comic, loser. Like, what are you fucking having a meltdown about every single time he does anything?
Go. Here's the sales chart. There we go.
All
Total
right.
sales 7 million and change. These are the big ones here. These spikes here. This is the first Cyberfrog. This is the second Cyberfrog. This is a in-betweener Cyberfrog book, and then these are kind of miniature campaigns in between.
Okay. Sorry. Let me just bring this up here so I can really see it here. All right. And okay, but all right. You did a few other books in between. It's so small on my screen. I can just barely make this out.
Tough. Look, here's the first book right here. Cyberfrog Blood Honey. 538.
I don't care about how much it made. It's about the continuation of it. Yeah.
Okay. So you can see the green line here. There's the trend line
going up. Okay, and where do you get his numbers, by the way? How does that happen?
He posts his numbers on his website.
Okay. And are these numbers publicly available, or is this just you showing this?
Oh, I didn't make this chart. Somebody else did. Yeah, these are all. All I have to do is go look at my Indiegogos. You can see the numbers.
Okay, so you're also doing it. Every single comic is a crowd fund.
No, not everything, but mostly, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and then you're not including like aftermarket sale. You said you have an eBay, so you're not including that, right?
No, and neither is he. To be fair, it's like no, I'm not including aftermarket. These are the numbers of the crowd funds, or the sales on Indiegogo.
Right. Now this is a completely different type of chart than the one we saw.
But it's the same thing. You could just put like pillars here instead of points, and you could see like it bounces around. His goes straight down.
You're showing are
these are all in order.
These are all individual comics here?
And other things, different campaigns. So's his. So his is the same thing. These are, you could do a zigzag.
Hang on a second. What is other things?
You could, okay, hold on. Here's Blood Honey. Here's a variant version of Blood Honey. Here's Cyberfrog and Vampirella exclusive variant cover.
Okay, so that should all, hang on a second, you're not doing his variant, so that should all be one fucking column then.
Well, if it were, then it would be much bigger.
But it might be that it's
These
trending.
Are my variants.
But it might be that it's trending down if you did that. How many of those things, how many of those little points on there are actually one column if this was columns?
None of them. They're all different campaigns.
They're all different so we're comparing campaigns then rather than sales.
Sales on campaigns. It's the same thing. It's one-to-one. It's apples to apples.
That's so different. That's completely different.
Tell me how.
What is the third biggest point on the line there? What is that one again?
This one.
No. The third biggest. You don't see the one
right here. Yeah, 785.
Right. What is that for?
Cyberfrog 3 Red Extermination.
Oh, so that's the one that's going to come out.
Right.
So it's a huge drop. So it's a giant drop off from the second one to the third one.
Right. It's still being funded. We just hit 800,000.
So a lot of those little points, a lot of those little dots, a lot of those little points are for variant covers of the first one. Where if you put it all together, I don't know if it would equal or come close to the second issue there. How many?
Well, I mean, it would. Yeah, it would come up to here.
It would come close. Okay, so then that would be a lateral move and then a downward move. So this is all just based on the way you tracked these random points. Like,
Okay. First of all, you're saying you. I didn't. This is a fan.
Whoever you have. I'm just asking you understand that this is not apples to apples comparison, right?
Well, okay. So listen, somebody else could do this and take these points, like anything that's a variant of the same book, put them together.
Just to be clear, the only reason we're even talking about this is I said it is incredibly common, in fact, almost always the case, where in any medium, the first thing has the most buzz, and then each thing is a step down after that. That is almost, and certainly is usually the case with
not movies, and also
Star Wars Episode 1, the highest sell, not Episode 1, Star Wars Episode 4, the sold the most. Then
I think Star Wars Episode,
then Empire, then Return of the Jedi. The most recent trilogy of them was the most obvious downward trend of all time, maybe. Of course it happens with movies. In fact, the third in any trilogy or any set is almost always the lowest.
What about the second issue, the second episode of Christopher Nolan's Batman? Dark Knight was a much bigger.
That was
so that one, right? Yeah.
Yes.
But everything else, sure.
And then what happened? What happened after that one?
This third one didn't do as well.
Plummeted comparatively. Yeah.
So, what you're saying isn't true. Like it can zigzag in the middle. Right?
You're doing an exception that proves the rule rather than.
You're saying it always happens.
I didn't say it always happens. I said it.
And I'm saying it doesn't happen.
I said it almost always happens, and then you said one of the almost ones where it's not. It doesn't do it.
Well, in this case, Cyberfrog 2 did better than 1.
This is a thing. I'm not even going to argue this with you. This is the thing.
Okay.
Everybody knows
you
that.
Take the L?
Every single person knows this intuitively that is true.
Then you just take the L.
You're just attempting to rewrite reality. A normal human being knows it. What I'm saying. Well, go ahead and look it up. Bring up a chart. Let's bring up a chart of your typical box office for trilogies.
Where do you find a chart of a typical box office trilogy? Go find a chart of
Google.
Typical box office.
Get AI to do it for you. I don't have to do it because I know intrinsically, like most humans, that is true. This is a crazy point to even argue. I'm right.
I don't know how you can prove that when I just told you that it's like, first of all, Cyberfrog
because I've existed in the reality where movies have existed and television shows.
Cyberfrog 1, okay? Cyberfrog 2 outsold Cyberfrog 1. That's it.
Okay.
Dark Knight 2 outperformed Dark Knight 1. Okay. So in other words, people were so excited.
Did number three outsell number 2?
No, not yet, but it will. It's going to get there.
Okay, maybe it will. I don't know. I don't know. But again, if you're counting it as where like every little variant cover is a different thing, then
no, I'm not. That's what you're saying. You're saying add it all together, and even if you add it all together, 2 still outsold number 1. Even if you took the variant.
By how much? Like a negligible amount or an incredible amount?
$250,000.
How much did it sell altogether?
2 sold 1.47 million.
Okay, so a somewhat negligible amount. So the
20% is negligible. I don't think anybody else would think that.
I do think that when it comes to this comparison, yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm not going to litigate whether or not
I don't even know what this conversation
trend down.
I don't even know what this conversation is.
You were bringing
20% is a lot. It's a big increase or a big decrease. So if 20% is a negligible increase, what's 90% of a decrease? What's a 90% decrease to you?
Extreme.
What would you say?
Not negligible,
Extreme, not negligible.
Right.
That's Ripaverse.
Okay. Now, do you have a giant campaign about how you suck surrounding you?
Yes.
Well, it's not hard enough then, but so they need to work harder at it then.
Shut up. All right. Where are we going now?
No, I don't know. You brought up fucking his
Now listen,
numbers.
You're the one I'm saying we could have gone with this other. We were going in a direction that said what happened.
We can talk about whatever you want.
Friendly with aRchive, and then what happened?
You can talk about whatever you want. I went off of you talking about his numbers and them trending down. That's it.
Okay, we did that.
We did it. And then you
Anything
and
else?
then you
wanna
opened
talk
up
about sucking dick?
then you
Anything?
okay, yeah. This guy, what did he say?
Come
So
on, dude, get with it.
yeah, no, the Eric July thing. Like, I just wanted him to say Juju the cow, and then he did it, and that was very funny to me. And I also
Eric July said hibbity jibbity on your show. It's fucking.
You know what's crazy? So that was already a meme. Was that already a meme about him?
I don't know, man. One of the my puppet show guy came up with hippity jibbity.
Oh God, you pay that guy?
Shows?
Are you fucking? That's your guy?
Yeah, he's great, man. This puppet show.
Great. By the way, you want to talk about a downward trend? Look at his video views. Holy fucking shit!
I guess I don't know. Well, all his videos premiere on my channel.
Do you
so
pay
basically
him?
Everybody sees
Do you pay him to do that shit?
Yeah,
you pay him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's good work.
Fuck me, dude. What is the deal? All of these communities I find myself making fun of, they've all got a puppet guy. It's disgusting.
See, everybody does it, I guess. I think it's original.
It's horrible. And then why are his puppets so shitty?
I don't know. I guess it's, first of all, I don't know if it's about the puppets. It's more about like, hold on, watch this.
No. Oh, God.
Let's go. Puppet show.
So we are now going to take a listen to a track called Super Gay by the band Blocked Turds. Blocked Turds is, of course, fronted by Derek July.
Sorry, can you pause it for a second?
Aren't familiar? Derek July.
Yes.
I have to ask you a question. Is it
right?
Is this like real audio taken from something that he's just doing the puppets over top of?
No, it's like, I think it's AI. I think it's like an AI. He gets AI of the voices.
Okay. Sorry, I just want to understand what it is I'm looking at here.
Yeah, he does puppet caricatures.
Yeah, it blows, man. It really does blow. And like you're bringing you are a very good artist, and you're bringing yourself down, paying a guy to do that.
Oh, come on! That's
the Eric July. That's the Eric July of puppetry. That's the Eric July of puppetry. It blows. It blows. It's not. I watched a couple of his. I watched a couple of his videos. It's not funny, and the puppets suck.
People like it. I gotta say, like, I disagree with you.
No,
I think some of them are better than others.
No, look at the numbers. The numbers are trending down. They don't like it. His first few videos have like thousands of views, and now the most recent ones have like 1,000 views or 200
well, let's ask
views.
the chat. I mean, my chat.
I don't give a shit what your chat says.
I care. Well, my chat is the one that receives the puppet shows, right?
Well, no, the people who subscribe to his channel also receive it, and they're not watching.
Why would they subscribe to the channel if they didn't like them?
But he's got however many subscribers, and most of them are not watching it.
I think when I put on a puppet show,
the people who sub to him don't watch his videos.
They like it, or they don't like it.
Well, they like it. All right, they like it. I bet they do like it on your stream.
It's like, you know what it is? It's like, remember Pee-wee's Playhouse? Remember that show?
Yeah.
Remember these like cartoons?
Yeah, I might be somewhat familiar.
Oh no, Tracy Ullman show, and they'd have like the Simpsons short cartoons in the middle of that.
God.
Yes. I mean, that kind of thing is what it is. People like the little short cartoon break.
You are visibly preaching to the choir here, but what I'm saying is I'm sure on your stream it is more tolerable because it means a break from you
from
sitting
me,
there.
I know, right? Oh, okay. It means a break from me.
It is comparatively.
I know.
Comparatively, it is something
terrible listening to me, but it's so fun.
I can't get a word out edgewise. I am
well
going to
because
leave.
it's just a dumb insult.
It's not an insult. I'm not.
I got it.
It's not what I was trying to say. You fucking won't shut the fuck up. I haven't even said the point I was making.
It's so funny, Jesse. It's funny. Go ahead, say it.
Do I need to bring a puppet out in order to say this?
Yes, bring a puppet out.
To fucking keep your stupid infantile audience in check here. Look, guys, it's a puppet. Oh, you got a show going on. Fucking retards.
Oh, shut up.
The
Stop
point
being
is,
like that, dude. Will you just be polite for 1 second? We're having a nice conversation.
I'm polite. I'm polite.
You're being rude.
I'm polite. Then
Stop it.
But a second ago, my insults were great. Now my insults
that was
are
good. I mean, you had one good insult.
I had one good one, but then you said you liked them all. You can't fucking choose, man. This is what.
Look,
here's what's happening.
They can't all be winners.
I'm trying to be nice. Then you talk over me because you don't want to hear what I am about to say because you're afraid of it.
You keep interrupting me. I was on a track. I was explaining something to you. We're completely
but we're
derailed.
bored by what you have to say. That's why we want to see puppets.
Right. Okay.
All I was going to say was they're going to enjoy the puppet thing on your stream because it's actual, comparatively, it's actual content rather than a guy just sitting there watching videos. Somebody actually.
You're sitting in a fucking faggoty spacecraft looking at Alex Stein.
I made this.
This.
Do you understand that I made this? A guy made a thing. I made it.
Get in the spaceship making.
You should. You know what you should do on these streams?
This is the thing, dude.
Do you know what you should do on these streams?
My content is so
you
much
don't have
better
content.
Than yours, and
you
I don't have a fucking.
I'm your content. I'm your content. You retard-eyed bitch.
I'm not in a gay purple spacecraft.
Your content. You need me. You need Eric July. You don't have content.
I have plenty of content.
No, you've never. Here's what you need to do.
You need Dick Masterson.
Here's what you need to do.
That's all you do.
Here's what you need to do. You need to stream. How about you stream? How about you stream yourself drawing something for once?
I do.
Do that instead of this. You're bad at this.
No. Listen, I can do both. I can do everything.
No, you can't. This blows. This blows. Here's what.
I have more viewers than you.
Oh, so now it's about the money. Now it's about the numbers. Eric July made $1 million. Now he's good.
No, I'm just saying there are more people.
Is it the numbers or not, retard? Is it the numbers or not?
More people are watching.
Is it the numbers or not?
It is, and my numbers are going up.
Here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do.
Understand? My number's going up. His going down.
So it's about the numbers. So it's about the numbers.
Of course, it's about the numbers.
Right.
Of course, it is.
Right.
My number's going up. His number's going down.
We'll see.
Your numbers. Somewhere down here.
We'll see.
I don't know if your numbers go up or down.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. You're talking about.
I guess.
You're talking about.
See. Eventually, after another 32
how many years? How many years?
What happens?
How many years?
32 years.
How many years?
Things are going to change.
How many years?
32 more years. We're going to find out.
What is 32?
Eventually, people are going to catch on. That's right.
What is 32 years?
32 years is how long I've been doing this.
Okay. How long has Cyberfrog existed?
32 years.
Okay, 2 comics in 32 years blows.
No. Shithead, there were 20 comics before that. We were in the 1990s doing Cyberfrog. Then I went on to DC and Marvel for 20 years, and then I came back to Cyberfrog.
In the current iteration, how long have you been working on this current version of
350 pages of Cyberfrog exist.
How long?
350 pages in the course of since 2018 to present day.
He can't answer it.
Pages. Well, I did answer you.
You didn't answer it. I asked you in this current deal where you are going on and doing the crowdfunding thing.
Yes.
How long has that been going on?
I just told you since June of 2018.
2018, and there's 2 books to show for it. 350
pages. When you say two books, you could say the Bible and fucking War and Peace.
How many more pages could there be?
Big, thick books.
How many more pages could there be if you weren't doing this shitty stream?
0. The only draw I have so much. First of all, the stream's great. Okay,
no, it isn't. Awesome. No, it blows.
It is because I have more people watching than you do.
The numbers don't mean it. We've already discussed
this. They mean more people watch my show than they watch yours, and the numbers are going up.
Because you are part of basically what is a political party. You don't understand that?
No, part of a political party. Is that what I'm doing? I'm doing political content here?
Okay, stop doing ComicsGate then, if I'm wrong.
Stop doing ComicsGate.
You don't get it. You don't get it.
Okay. All right.
I will try to explain it to you, but I know you will interrupt me.
I stand for something?
You can't fucking do it.
My content is actually
You can't fucking shut up for long enough to even find out, can you? You can't do it. You're too stupid.
Go ahead. Whatever. Listen, it doesn't matter. The point is, like, there's
the point is my point.
Here,
I'm the one making a point. You haven't said anything. Okay, I'll try, but you're going to interrupt it. Here we go.
I will.
Your entire thing, the reason people watch you is this ComicsGate shit. That's the only reason. And they watch it in the same way that somebody invested in a political party toes the political line. They don't give, it's not about whether this is good or not. It's about that they're on this side and they've sunk cost fallacied their way into continuing to support it. They have to be right now, because if they're not, if they're not on the right side anymore, then they will feel foolish for having spent this much time and money.
July's viewership numbers.
It's the same fucking shit. They're just the same
thing. His numbers are going down. My numbers are going up. There are lots of comics skaters out there who are doing live streams, because none of them get my number.
I don't know enough. I don't know enough.
It must be magic.
I don't know
the magic of me. It must be. Because comparing apples to apples, other people are not doing as well as I am.
You didn't compare apples to apples. You specifically brought up a chart that would not do that to hide your numbers. You're basically a sand person. You hide your numbers.
The reason people watch you is because of what you talk about is not a good point. What you represent. Yeah, that's right.
That's actually a very good point. You talking about popular thing, that's people tune in for what you talk about, not for you. You don't get that.
Well,
they don't give a shit about you.
Decide that.
They don't give a shit about you. They think they do. They don't. You're a political party. You don't understand it, but you are.
All right.
And the reason Eric's numbers can go down and your numbers can stay the same, that's all we know so far, is that you have. Now listen, I don't know enough about.
Because I'm a political party. That's fucking awesome.
I don't know enough about either of you to know. Like before this COMICSGATE stuff, were you already big on YouTube or something? I don't know.
No.
Eric?
Absolutely not.
Was Eric?
Eric was already on YouTube dancing, whatever he's doing.
Okay, so he wasn't big though, right? You happen to be on the side where you glom on to, and all of these people do it. You're all doing it. It's not just you. All of these people glom onto each other. They glad hand. They lick ass. And Eric doesn't do it.
Licking ass.
Eric doesn't do it.
Believe me, they all lick ass. They're all licking somebody's ass over there.
Over
all
where?
Everybody on YouTube is. There's always somebody.
Not this guy. Not this guy.
Let me invite you two right now.
Okay, invite me. I'm waiting.
Lick my ass. All right.
No thanks.
Right, listen,
fuck you. I could have gotten viewers off of this.
You too, Jesse.
Here's the thing. This is what you don't get. I could easily come on here and be nice and fun and
nice
and not stream this to my channel. I'm just stealing this from my channel, like you stole my shit. And I could have easily glad-handed you.
By the way, thank you for not copyright striking me.
I never was going to do that. I never said that. I never bring up the threat. Find it.
You sent me a threat. You said, "Don't you EFAP my stuff again."
I didn't send you anything. I don't know what EFAP means. If you tell me you're gonna fucking fap to my shit again, I swear to God, I will punch you in your stupid pumpkin head. Do not jack off to me, you fucking goat throat. What did you say? All right, listen. Here, really. Actually, hear me out for a second. Hear me out for a second.
Yes.
I could have easily come on here and been nice and charmed your audience and gone along with every single thing you said, like everybody else you bring on here does. And I could have gained viewers out of it. I don't give a fuck about glad handing. That's not what I do.
No,
I care about what
you and what you do.
I care about what I care about.
And that's why people watch you.
Eric July came on my stream.
Tune into you for nihilism. They don't tune in for you.
No. They tune into you for nihilism.
Cool.
You don't get it. You really don't understand. This is the nihilistic thing. The nihilistic thing is taking your friend who you used to promote and going, well, everybody else is making fun of him, so now I have to make fun of him, or else I'll lose my status. What is COMICSGATE? What is it?
Do you think that's what happened?
Give me the log line. Give me the log line. Give me the log line.
Turn on Eric July, and I said I'm jumping on that bandwagon.
100%. Yes, that is what happened.
Well, that's an illiterate understanding of what happened. That's just not what happened.
Okay, what happened?
Quite the opposite.
What happened?
What happened was Eric July was.
I don't fucking care.
Okay. All right.
How's it feel getting interrupted when you're trying to explain some shit?
I don't care.
You do care.
Not that much.
Okay, then I will never find out. Give me the log line of COMICSGATE.
I'm not doing it, dude. No,
I'm actually asking that one. I do want to know that one.
I already told you what COMICSGATE was, and you already heard it.
Give it to me in one pithy sentence.
I don't want to.
You can't.
I can't.
You can't because it would reveal that it's a nihilistic thing.
Yeah, like fuck everything. We don't believe in anything.
No, but fuck these specific things, and you don't want you believe. Listen, you're sitting here lying to your audience, saying that I said I was going to strike your channel. I never did.
That is, you know what you said. Don't you do it again? What's
I said
that? Or
yes.
else what?
I said don't
Or
do
else
it
what?
again. I'm asking you to not do it. That's it. Please don't.
You didn't ask.
Please
You
don't.
said, don't do it again.
Please don't sit there with your hollow eyes
didn't say
staring at my
please.
show like a retard. Please don't do that.
I'm sorry, I have to. I have to start your show with my hollow eyes and look at you letting Eric July lie to you.
Will you just say? Will you
That's
say?
my show.
Will you say Juju the cow? Will you do it?
My show involves.
Will you
looking
say
at
it?
Eric July lying to you?
Will you say it?
Will you say it?
Will
I'm
you
not
say
saying that.
Juju the
No,
cow?
I'm
Why
not
not?
gonna say
Why
that.
not?
Because it's
not
weird.
real. It's not real.
Degrading. It isn't real.
It's
So I'm
not real.
gonna
Okay, so say it.
Degrading.
So
You wanna
say it.
degrade
Who's it
somebody
degrading to?
I mean, are you
Is it
scared
degrading
of Dick
to a?
Masterson?
Is
Are
it
you
degrading
scared
to
of him?
me? Scared of him?
Why do you have to lie?
I
about
think
him?
you have
Why
it
are you lying about
backwards.
him?
All
Why
right, how
lie?
about this? How about this? I'll go on Dick
Yeah, but I
Masterson's
mean, see,
show,
the thing about
and
it
we'll
is
talk
that
about it.
people can tell the truth about about somebody like Eric July.
You're
and it's
just making
degrading.
up that it's a
People-
lie. You're just making things
you
up.
lie about people.
You're a liar.
Degrade them. You know what I
Here's
mean?
what I said to you. I
You
said, do
do.
not steal my content again. Sitting there silently
Or else
watching.
what?
Sitting.
what?
I'll finish
Or
the
else
sentence.
what?
I'll finish the sentence. Sitting there silently watching my much better stream is a worse theft than tracing 3D models or ripping off your crowdfunders. And you said I transformed it with my informed and witty commentary. Thanks
That's
for
correct.
making
That
it.
is correct.
I went back through the video and there's no witty anything anywhere.
Oh yes, there is. It's witty. And
You've never
informative
said a
whenever I
witty thing
talk.
ever.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
You
I don't know
had
then
no
how I got this
commentary.
big audience. It must
Here's
be
what.
nihilism.
Here's the commentary. Here's the
Nihilism is
commentary.
the
It's
wave
the
of the
wind
future.
going through your fucking ears, going.
That's right. It's nihilism and stupidity. That's why I have a bigger audience than you. It must be that, like, you know.
No, it's
smart
because you
people like
fucking
you
glad
get
hand
less-
you glad hand other people with big
You
audiences.
think I glad? You think I'm?
I
glad
watch
handing
you
people?
do it.
just
I've
got
watched
done
you do
saying
it.
I make my content.
I've
by
watched you
trashing
do it.
other
You did it with
people.
Alex Stein. I've watched you do it.
I'm very kind to everyone.
No, you're not.
And in response,
No, you're not.
This is what I get.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
All
Very
right.
kind.
Okay. You
Well, then
really
I'm not.
want
Then
to?
I don't either. I
You
glance
sure you
want
wanna go there?
Or
Should we
I'm
ask?
mean to everyone.
Should we ask Pan?
Oh, what do you war campaign? You got war campaign in there?
Should
that
we
you're,
ask him? Are you
or-
kind to everybody? Are you sure?
Oh, come on with this. Dude.
You have a. Is this a tough part? Is it a little tough subject for you?
No,
Okay, so do you want me to ask him or no?
no. Don't bring that dude in here.
Oh,
That
why?
dude's blacklisted.
Why?
He's
Why?
blacklisted. He's being politically persecuted by me.
Why?
He's blacklisted.
Why?
Oh, because he started rumors or something like saying bad, cruel things about my friend's deceased sister. You know, that he wanted to snort her
Oh, is that what it
ashes.
is?
Yeah.
Okay. It's
You gotta
not.
get
That's
into that.
not.
You
That's
wanna
not
get
what I'm
into that.
seeing. That's not what I'm seeing here in front of me. That's not the videos I have right here in front of me.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, anyway. Listen, I'm not
other
trying to
weapons
sit here.
You want to pick up any irrelevant weapons you want to pick up to try to hit me with as you lose this conversation, this argument? Anything
Lose
else?
what argument?
Whatever this is, dude.
You
And I
invite-
just wanted to talk to you. I honestly just wanted to
Okay.
have you on here to give you a chatting to.
You invited me, so what did you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I forget now. I
Exactly.
forget. My big empty hollow head. Forget.
Yes.
We had a conversation going originally, but somehow it got derailed.
Wrong.
Yeah. No, right. It is true. We were going somewhere. The question
No.
was, what happened with Eric July? Why is Eric July a problem? What is Comicsgate about? And eventually it just became about a bunch of insults.
Here's all I wanted to say.
And all I wanted to say was, you're in the dark. You're very like.
All I
rude,
wanted to
little
say
rat boy
was
guy.
about the Comicsgate thing.
Yes. Go ahead. Comicsgate.
Was this? I am selling a T-shirt that says Comicsgate on it in my merch store now. Are you
Yes.
okay with that?
No.
Why?
Well, it depends. You know what? If you
Why?
well, just get my permission. Say, can I do it?
No, I don't. You didn't ask for my permission to use my content. I'm not asking for permission.
Yeah, but honestly, it's fair use. Like if you're using trademark.
I will use. It says so. It says
Ask
ComicsGate.
Eric July if it was okay.
It's
for
your
him to
logo.
use ISOM.
Yes, exactly.
Was it okay for Eric July to use ISOM?
Yes, exactly.
No.
The whole Riley thing, didn't it happen because Riley used his logo on a shirt and sold it?
No, he did a parody.
Didn't you get mad? Didn't you get mad at a guy for putting ComicsGate on some merch?
No, I've never been mad at anyone for putting ComicsGate on anything.
Didn't you prevent him from selling something that said ComicsGate on it?
No.
No, that didn't happen?
No.
You're positive?
Pretty sure.
Okay. You've never DMCA'd anybody over ComicsGate?
Nope.
You want to talk about DMCAing? Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Okay. I'll leave it to the viewer to look up. I'm not going to waste any more of your time.
Why don't you pull it up?
Okay. You told me not to. You told me that it was banned.
Oh, is this Pan? I never
oh,
said anything.
Is this Pan? What happened?
Nothing happened. I not DMCA. Those guys tried to trademark ComicsGate in Canada, and I gave them permission. I said,
oh, okay. So what's the issue?
To do that.
Okay. So what's the
There's
problem?
no issue.
Okay, great.
You said that I DMCA.
I'm in Canada, so I can use it then, right?
With my permission. Sure.
I don't need your permission in Canada.
You do, and you have it.
I don't want it.
Too bad. You've got it.
I don't have it, and I will also be selling.
You have it with my blessing.
I'm also selling merch with your signature on it, the swastika signature.
Oh well, you can do that.
I know. I'm doing it. And I'm selling Cyberfrog merch.
Well, that's different.
That's not different.
There.
I'm putting Cyberfrog.
Is it parody?
No.
Are you going to do parody? No, it's just Cyberfrog.
Yep.
Okay. We'll sue.
Don't DMCA me. Do not do it.
Well, if it's not fair use,
it's fair use. I am doing it in a fair use way. The very act.
It's going to be transformative.
It will be. Here's how it will be transformative. It's commentary because the very act of me talking to you about this first and then doing it makes it an art project.
Okay, I'm convinced. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I will be doing it. I will be selling it. However, on the website.
Well, let me see it. When I see it, I'll decide.
I'm not showing you first. I'm not showing you first.
Oh, I don't care.
I will be putting on the website that you have given me explicit permission to do it.
To use ComicsGate.
No, to use Cyberfrog.
Well, let me see it, and then we'll find out.
Are you sure that Riley, the only stuff he sold?
We'll find out, dude. There's only one way to find out.
Are you sure that
there's only one way to find out, and that's to fuck around?
The whole thing with Riley, the whole thing with
my character, and the
whole thing with Riley and Eric July started because Riley tried to sell merch with his logo on it.
No. He did a parody of Eric July.
It wasn't a parody. It was the exact
Clipaverse.
It said Clipaverse, but it's the same logo mark.
It said Clipaverse.
No. There's a difference. There's a difference between the name of something and the logo mark. The logo mark was the exact same. He just put Clipaverse underneath it.
And then put clippers on either side of it, right?
No,
like
not on the original. Not on the original. It's the same logo. It's the same logo, and it's meant to confuse. It doesn't. Here's the thing. Ask Disney. If you make something that looks pretty much like the Disney logo, see how they feel about it. See if it looks like you're trying to trick people into thinking it's the original rather than being parody.
That's what he was doing, is trying to trick people into thinking that Clipaverse was Ripaverse. He was trying to sell Clipaverse to Ripaverse fans.
Well, let me see. Guy completely unrelated to anything, doesn't even make comics.
What do you think
came out of nowhere and did it? I think his
intention was.
I think his intention.
Kind of like your intention. I mean, the same thing.
I think his intention was to get attention.
Was it to fool people into thinking that this?
Well,
was
I've already answered you, retard. You can either listen to the answer or not.
No, you didn't answer. And
I did.
Your answer was bullshit.
What was it? What was my answer? Say it back.
Your answer doesn't make sense.
Right. You didn't know. You don't know what it was because you talked right over it. I already answered.
All right. What's your answer? Go ahead.
Okay.
Do it again.
All right.
Do it again. His answer was blah, blah, blah. All right. Good job. You're right. You made a good point.
Anyway, I'm selling Cyberfrog merch, and there's no stopping me.
Well, there is stopping you.
Nope.
But you know what? It's going to be first.
You can't sue me.
Have to do it.
You won't sue me.
I
guarantee you, you will not sue me.
Okay.
Well, I guess there's one way to find out about that. You. And trust me. And if you do, I will be showing up outside your house and outside your place of work. And
yeah. Okay.
Then what?
Man.
I guarantee you will not be suing me.
Okay. How do you guarantee, like, what's going to stop me
It's
from
not,
suing
well,
you?
number one, I'm on the fucking moon. You can't do shit. But number two, your lawsuits, I would just throw them in the trash. I would never show up. It would mean nothing, and I'd keep selling it. Nothing would ever happen.
Oh, okay.
I guarantee you. You'd be too scared to do it anyway, but even if you attempted it, nothing would happen. Trust me on that.
All right.
Trust me. I will be. Cyberfrog is actually now my IP.
Mm-hmm.
PODAWFUL's Cyberfrog.
Do it.
Doing it. It's already happening. It's already on my website.
This has already been done, dude. People have
It's
already been through this.
happening.
I've
I've already sold
for
them.
the past 8 years.
I've
asshole.
already sold them.
For the past 8 years.
Oh,
This has
how many?
already
Okay,
happened.
how many
People
of
have already trolled me this
Oh, okay.
way.
How many of them did you sue?
None of them. I just let them go.
I was right. You
I just
won't
let those
sue me.
people go.
Okay, I was right then. You won't sue me. Here's the thing: if it's
Well, it
already
depends. Let me see it. Let me see it.
No,
Let me
this
see
is
it.
what you don't understand.
Okay,
you
what
have
don't I
to
understand?
have to defend your trademark, and you've just told me you don't defend it, which means it's
That's
now
not what I told
open
you.
season. You just told me you've never sued anybody who's done it, and this happens
No.
all
People
the time.
Do parodies
You
of
just
Cyberfrog.
said
do Cyberfrog straight up and see
I'm
what
doing
happens.
it. I'm doing it. I'm
All right.
actually going to start making a Cyberfrog comic book and selling that.
Okay.
And I'll get it out before Super Killer.
All right.
Why do you wear a do-rag, by the way?
It's not.
What is it?
It's not a do-rag. It's a hat. It's a beanie.
Can you take it off?
No.
Why can't I see your hair? You want to see my face? Let me see your hair.
I don't.
You can see my hair. Okay,
I'm bald.
let me see your dumb little bald head then.
How about no? How about if you suck my
Okay.
dick?
You would like that, wouldn't
I
you?
would. Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
That's what
there's a guy in Lodi, New Jersey who says
no.
you would
Yeah.
probably. Sorry, he
Do this
ran
again.
off.
Do this again.
Everyone
Fuck
says
you,
he gives
Jesse. Fuck you,
amazing
Jesse.
BJs. You're the throat goat, Ethan.
No.
I'm going to be selling T-shirts with your face on it that say "throat goat" from now on.
I mean, Jesse, are you this angry over
These
this
are-
conversation?
I'm not
I mean,
angry at all. This is fun.
Okay.
Why would I be mad?
I don't know, man. You just seem mad, dude. You seem derailed.
Do I seem mad, or are you just pissed off?
I'm not pissed off. I'm bored. I'm trying to figure out what's the directive now. Where are we going?
Yeah. No, this is it. I'm selling your merch, and I'm selling merch of you from now on.
Okay.
Throat Goat. EVS, the Throat Goat. And you can buy this right now on my website. Do you mind if I give a plug to my website? Do you mind? I'm not going to do it if you mind. You just tell me whether you mind or
your
not.
website is what? PODAWFUL.com?
No, it's
There you go.
childpornhub.com.
Okay, go there. That's where Jesse is.
And that's where that's where you can
funny.
buy your official Cyberfrog
thank you.
merch.
Thank you.
Officially licensed and owned and operated by
All right, that's
PodAwful.
enough, dude. That's enough.
Watch this.
Ready? Are you back? Okay.
I didn't go anywhere.
I got rid of you. I just wanted to make sure you were done talking about child porno.
I didn't say porno. I said Pornhub. Childpornhub.com. Where you can buy your official Cyberfrog merch and Ethan Van Sciver blowjob queen. I'm sorry, man. I don't mean any of this stuff. I really am. I am going to sell the merch.
I mean, this is what you guys do. Like, it's degrading.
Who's you
Like,
guys?
can't just have,
Who's you
just
guys?
you. Whoever makes up this nonsense.
What
you guys talk
nonsense?
about it and pass
Who's
it
you
around.
guys? What are you talking about?
I don't know, man.
I'm
You
one
and-
guy.
I guess just you.
It's just me.
you.
It's just
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
That's like degrade. You guys, I mean, you degrade. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
none of it's based on reality. It's just
Yes.
rude.
I'm willing to take everything back and not sell the merch if you would just say a simple phrase, Juju
I
the
know.
cow.
Why? Like, what do you
That's
do with
it.
that?
Look, you
Like,
look directly into the camera, you say Juju the cow, and we are all good, brother.
Yeah.
You can't do it. I
This
wonder
is why, guys. Dick Masterson.
what is it?
Way better than this guy.
What is it? What is it? What is it that's so scary for you?
Dick and Vito.
Why is that scary for you?
The
biggest problem in the universe is Juju the cow. How is it not Juju the cow? It's the scariest thing for you guys.
With the enemies.
Just say it.
Of people like me or Dick Masterson.
All right.
This is kind of what you end up getting, man. These guys are scumbags. Every single time. They're just like bad people.
And you invited me on.
You're just a bad dude.
What, you're just now finding this out? You invited me on.
I mean, I don't know what to say. Like you have an argument with people who are
this isn't an argument.
Like,
I'm not arguing.
Degrading and disgusting.
I wouldn't argue with you. Oh, he's muting me.
Sick and sad.
This fucker is muting me. This motherfucker is muting me. I've been removed from the stream. He was muting me. Oh, okay. Here we go. You guys ready? Here I come. Enter studio. Watch
incredibly rude.
I'm back.
Degrading.
I'm back. Hi, Ethan. Hi.
Hey, how you doing,
I'm back. You cannot ban me.
I could ban you.
You couldn't. I'm back. I'm back.
All right. I let you back in.
You didn't let me back in. I forced my way back on.
No, I could just easily ban
you muted me before I left, and then you banned me, and I forced my way back into your live stream.
No, you just can't. No, I didn't ban you. I just kicked you.
You did ban me. It said banned at the top of the screen.
Watch this. Hold on a second.
Here we go.
Let me ban you.
All right. Watch this. He fucking thought. Watch this. Hi, Ethan.
He's got enough.
Hi, Ethan. Hi. I can't be banned.
How do you avoid banning? Like, how do you do that?
I'm the master of the internet and the master of your domain. I own Cyberfrog. I own cyberspace.
Okay, hold on. Let me read some super chats.
No, fuck that shit.
Lone Star is a fake.
No, I'm leaving on my own if he's reading super chats. It's a good way to get rid of me. But here we go. This is what the thing says here. It says, I think I shared the story once before. I'm a gay guy, blah, blah, blah. I was lonely and doing that Craigslist casual encounter thing. I ended up spotting one that seemed perfectly legit, got in contact with the dude, and he said we should meet down the street from T&J Pizza, small joint in Lodi, Jersey. I'll green text the following to keep it short. Guy is waiting by a dumpster. Hey, man, you from the CC? Oh, hey, yeah, we got to make this quick. He come over to my car, sits in it, says he's in town for a few days, small talk, only wants to give me a BJ, nothing done to him. Take my dick out as he's about to go down. I'm about to vomit. It happens. In my backseat, I had my comics I just picked up. He stops, gets nervous, and asks if I read comics. I say, yeah, and then he says he has to go and sorry. Confused as fuck, I go home and don't think about it. One day, I'm reading Wizard, RIP, and I see Top Artist. Holy fuck, that's the guy who almost blew me. Ethan Van Sciver, who I only knew from X-Men, not a DC guy. Same. Have a good laugh about it and bring it up now and again. Too long didn't read. EVS met me for a casual encounter and almost blew me before getting spooked that I was a comics reader. The guy is probably deep in the closet. A lot of married men are. No big deal to me. By the way, that pizza place I mentioned is terrible. No idea why anyone goes there. And then he says, sorry he ran off. Everyone says he gives amazing BJs. Ladies and gentlemen, happy to be here. Should I jump back in the studio?
Literally.
Hey, what's up? Hey, hi, Ethan. Hi, hello, Ethan. Hi, Ethan. Hi, Ethan.
Let me see. Shadow Ranger says Zero's latest stunt is the Ebony Snake outrage. They pulled the same trick since 2007.
I'm not listening to this. All right, here's move number 2. He's going to keep trying to read his super chats over top of me. We do this. We do this. Now it's going to get fun. Now we get into the good stuff. At everyone. Here you go. See you soon, everybody.
It was fun. Hamilton Burger says Jesse is someone
blows Maddox. What fucking year is it? Isn't that fun? They can do the, that was 9 years ago about Dick Masterson, but when it comes to me, it's an issue. Jesse wrote that, LOL. What did I write? I don't know what you mean. You won't sell any Cyberfrog shirts? Yes, I fucking will. Are you kidding me? This isn't even the first time I've done this. You may now join Ethan Van Sciver's live stream here. By the way, all right, so this is what Ethan did not want to say. He kept trying to dance around and talk around it. I didn't want to, it would be too confusing bringing up videos while I'm on his stream and all this stuff. I got a video here of a guy where Ethan, you know, he kept lying and saying that I was going to DMCA him and copyright strike him. It was a fucking lie. Here's the video of him doing the same thing to somebody, by the way. It's all right.
I have empathy. I understand why he feels angry.
Oh, you got rid of him.
What are you doing, dude? All of that stuff.
Are you talking to your
Hey,
shut up, shut
all
up,
that
shut
stuff,
up.
you're right. The producer,
My bad.
Alex Stein, maybe they fucked him over. They fucked me over too. But at the end of the day, all things being equal, why not
all right,
debate me? I'm
anyway,
ready to
does he
debate.
realize she's
He
on mute?
chickened
I
out.
don't know, man.
Period.
This is just,
That's it.
We're being trolled, I guess.
I think it's just because people that don't like you and just don't want to give you
I got it. Yeah, I know.
attention.
Doesn't matter.
I think
You know,
this is
these
a
people
clip. I got a bunch of clips here. Hang on a second.
who don't like me can shut me up pretty quickly by making me look like a dummy.
Gotcha, bitch. Once you fucking had to deal with Preston Poulter, you started selling ComicsGate hats and t-shirts.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
You had a stream, and I was on the stream with you, and we were talking about pushing out degenerates.
Watch
and
this.
how that wasn't
I don't
allowed,
care
or how
if
we
there
were
are
done with
people
that.
You think they're degenerates in comics?
You said he
I
was
don't
a
care about
degenerate,
that.
dude.
No, I
Let's
just
share
said
my
nobody
screen
can
real quick, man.
put, I said nobody can put the
Fucking
ComicsGate label on stuff that I do not approve of.
Or else what, Ethan? If me saying don't put my show on your terrible stream is me saying that I'm going to have it taken down, which it wasn't. If you tell a guy don't put my did you know that? I had no clue. Ethan Van Sciver thinks he owns the term ComicsGate. So this idea that it's not this political party, basically, again, I'm using a metaphor here, but this idea that all of these dudes who are on his side aren't on his side because of this. If you want to be a part of ComicsGate, you have to lick Ethan Van Sciver's little weird bloated asshole because he owns the trademark to it. So when I'm out there tweeting, I'm now officially in charge of ComicsGate, I have no idea. This is, of course, pissing him off. Listen to this.
Real quick, man.
I said nobody can put the
fucking
ComicsGate label on stuff that I do not approve of
Or else what?
because I own the trademark.
That's right. Degenerates. You're
like
not
this
going to
one
have the
right here.
degenerate shit, dude.
Let's watch this.
Hey, don't really
Fucking
pay attention
dishonest and
to read the
disingenuous,
story.
dude.
I know this is confusing. There's too much shit going on. This is the problem with StreamYard and losers who should not be streaming.
Any story that I have read and
I mean, I
reviewed
just feel like
does not
That's
involve
why I'm
children.
fucking done with you, dude.
Okay. Yeah, Lord Raptor Jesus brought up a website and it had some tags. Actually, can you bring that up? I don't want to mispronounce what they were.
Now the tags, this is an
Oh, he left.
So this is the other thing, and this is the real reason he didn't want me doing anything with this pan guy that I mentioned. I guess at some point, I don't really know the full story, so I might say the wrong thing here, but this is the basic gist. I guess at some point, Ethan Van Sciver either owned a website or wrote some fanfic on a website or something, and it was tagged with consensual underage sex. This is a guy with children. Consensual underage sex. Does the blowjob outside the dumpster at the pizza place sound that far-fetched when you read that the guy is writing fanfics of Inuyasha with consensual underage sex? I think that's what's happening here. I might be wrong. I fully admit I might be wrong. This is allegedly.
Done, bro.
Bro, come back, Evan. I just wanted
whack
to ask you.
Piece of
And then he left. He left this stream because they brought it up. He knew this was coming.
shit.
I mean, you know, everyone's talking about rumors, this and that. I wanted to
But see, his Battletoads comic book looks pretty good, though. Go check it out.
find out if it's true. If Evan's going to.
I don't know if it has. I don't know if you can tag it as consensual underage sex or not. But you can find his comic books over at childpornhub.com.
Trial with Preston Poulter. Is that true, Evan? Why don't you come back and tell us, you fucking pussy?
Wait a minute.
Somebody says, honestly, he was a comic artist and made comics at one time. Now he is a low-tier reactionary that just does Hassan level of low-effort content. Thank you so much for that comment. Tiamat Diorg. That is exactly the point I've been making this entire time. You said it so perfectly and so succinctly there. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for that. What is he? He's now, look at this. He's now playing some little video with Eric July. Look, Dick Masterson, isn't that crazy? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, Dick Masterson dancing? What? You're not a Dick Masterson guy. Why won't you say Juju the cow? This is what he's playing live right now on his stream. Now that I'm gone, he's got no content now that I'm gone. So this is what he's got. And his StreamYard is being blown up right now, which, by the way, I could just re-enter his StreamYard again, even now. You want me to do it? Watch this.
So JD Maltman.
Hi, Ethan.
Oh, man.
We don't take the white women, Eric. The white women
Hi,
come to us.
Ethan.
Out there and say it over and over and then get other people to believe it,
Ethan.
right? It's like this whole, well, he can't
Consensual
take criticism thing.
underage
It's
sex.
Where'd that come from?
Hey, look at this. Hi, Ethan.
The way you do it is you go
Is
in
he
and
leaving?
warn people, then you get attacked, then they leave. Okay. So remember, good faith.
He might be, maybe he plays this at the end of his streams or whatever. But again, this is just ComicsGate. They might as well just call it Eric July Gate. That's all it is. It's a bunch of dudes. You know, it's just like when Dick Masterson had New Project 2. ComicsGate is a trademark that Ethan Van Sciver owns. And if you want to be a part of it, unlike Gamergate, where nobody owned it, if you want to be a part of ComicsGate, you have to come through EVS. You tell me how people are going to treat him if he's the guy at the top of this thing. It's no different than the Dabbleverse. It's no different than the commentary community. This is all the same fucking low-tier reactionary shit. He sees me back here, by the way. He knows I'm on here. He's too scared to bring me back up again. He's sitting there trying to figure out, how do I stream this to your audience? What does that mean? Let me see what this does real quick. Log in. Oh, I could then stream the same thing to my thing. That's funny. He knows I'm back here. He's too scared to bring me back up this time because he knows. Somebody says his streams are botted. I don't know if that's true. I'm willing to believe that there's, how many people are watching right now? 1,577 people. I fully believe that. The chat's moving fast enough. There's enough dummies of this earth to be this invested in a right-wing comic book culture. It's so pathetic. Everything right-wing is a grift. It just is. I'm not saying you can't be right-wing. I'm saying that anything surrounding it, any culture, commentary, any community, any show, it's a grift. You can't name one that's not. That's obviously true of, lefty shit as well. But I think lefties have stuff where it's not just that. Like, to them, it's such an ingrained thing, their lifestyle of being a lefty. Like, the Daily Show being lefty, that's not a grift. They're doing a terrible comedy show about the things they actually think and believe. But there's no part where, it's to trick a guy into... They actually believe it. That's actually the difference. They actually believe it. The right-wing guys, they don't give a shit about this stuff. They give a shit about you giving them money. It's pathetic. You got to become above all of this. You have to live above this shit and not let it affect you. Being a voter, being on a political side is so insane at this point. You have to be EVS child style retarded in order to still think that this is a viable option. People seem to understand this innately to some degree. Every political side, they're always just, chewing out their own. They're always trying to get rid of the other guys on their own side. So because they're always calling out the other Right-wing guys only call out right-wing guys for being grifters. That's how it always works. It's because they're all grifters. They just want to be the one with the most money. That's what it is. To make comic books about this shit, I'm not saying the comic books themselves are about it. I'm saying to make the concept of comic books about politics is so stupid. Guess what? You're the same as the lefties doing it. When Marvel, he ended the stream. When Marvel, let's see, you know what? What if he shows up again, though? I'm going to stay back here. Let's see. When Marvel makes their characters gay and when DC makes Superman Chinese and black at the same time, that's no different than you trying to invent COMICSGATE. Can the superheroes just save the day and stop killing the other superheroes and also stop being frogs? We get it. Battletoads. We've seen it. I had no idea that Cyberfrog existed in the 90s, by the way. So he literally was ripping off TMNT and Battletoads then. I mean, and Earthworm Jim. He invented it at the same time. When did Cyberfrog start? Is there a Wikipedia article for this thing if it's existed this long? I type in Cyberfrog. What comes up? Nothing? Oh, interesting. Sorry. I mean, I don't see anything. Did he used to draw it different or something? I feel like I would have known about this character if it's existed this long. Maybe I just never noticed it because it's so similar to so many other things. Honestly, it's good drawings. I'm not going to fucking lie about it. I'm not going to do what they do, to Eric July's guys, where it's like, oh, these guys can't even draw. It's like, you're all professional comic book artists. It was very funny to me. I had no idea that this Ethan guy had worked in comics for so long, but every single comic he named that I've heard of, I hate. Like, he said he came up with the Sinestro Corps, and so I hate that shit. It's so funny. Not because he did it. I've always hated that. I had no idea that this is all connected. He had some of the worst ideas in comics, apparently. He said he worked on X-Men in the early 2000s. Maybe that was good. Unless, of course, he's talking about what was the fucking Marvel Unlimited, or what was the alternative universe? That X-Men shit blew. That stunk. Yeah, I see Clam King was in the back. Was in the backstage of his StreamYard saying, "I cannot be banned. It's literally impossible." He was getting pretty frustrated there. Wasn't that interesting? I guess we frustrated him into ending his stream. I was sitting there. I wasn't reading his chat, but I did have it open in front of me, and I saw them tomato, 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 and every new tomato just made my smile bigger and bigger. That was so much fun. I've been waiting for that since, I don't know, when we first talked about Ethan Van Sciver, when that Alex Stein episode happened. I want to say it was 2 years ago. I've been waiting for this moment for so long. That was so fun. That was so fucking funny. I don't know. What did you guys think? I'll join the Discord. Let's see. Hello? Oh, wait. I've got you guys muted. Sorry. Hello?
Hey,
hi.
What's up?
Hi. Were you guys? Oh, my God. You have the wallet video open. Thank God I did not put that on screen. Were you guys watching that Happy to Be Here?
Yes.
Yeah.
We were ready to hop on there, and he ended the stream.
Yeah.
We were ready.
In the back room.
What did you think about the stream? Was that retarded?
It was pretty awesome.
Okay.
I think you got him riled up. It was a good time. He didn't get it.
Is he retarded?
I hate all the comic book people.
We hate the comic book guys. We hate the comic book people. I'm sorry. We do. I don't want to. I love comics, actually. I'm realizing.
Nerds.
I don't read them because I'm a fucking adult, but I like when a guy draws a thing and it looks nice. And you'll yeah. And
for the audiobooks.
Did I make good points? Did I fucking nail him, or did I?
I think you did.
I think I felt like
Yeah,
I
you fucked him up pretty good.
I feel like
funny.
I feel like I was fucking. Oh, is this the? Are you the pan
Yeah.
that I was talking about during the show?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
man.
you're the guy. Am I? So how far off the mark was I? Because I don't know this stuff.
So that the doggy diddler fanfic shit, that's like newer stuff. I'm like way more old school, but I can get you the information on that. The information that I have is like mainly from a few years back.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever talk to him again, ask him about
I don't think that's going to happen. I have a feeling that we're never talking to Ethan Van. Oh, by the way, hang on a second. Hang on one second. Sorry. 1 second.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Sorry. Now you can continue. There we go. Now that I had to turn my lights on. I didn't want to do it for him. I knew, I saw it before I went on. He was complaining about a guy having purple lights, and he was like being really autistic about it. I knew he would have a mental breakdown if the lights were all purple in here. I actually liked the look of that, though. That was actually kind of a cool look. I might go with that. All right. Sorry. Anyway, Pan, tell me though, did he ever fuck with somebody because they tried to use the ComicsGate logo, not logo, but trademark?
He went through a court case that just ended recently where he had to give a big public apology. And
what? For what?
Yeah, that was a defamation case though,
okay.
where but it was the same guy that was going after the trademark. I think once the guy got the win in the defamation case, he kind of just bowed out of the trademark case and said that was a big enough win, and just said fuck it, because the ComicsGate trademark is screwed anyway. You have what's happened over the last year and a half is as you know, Evan's gone. Well, I call him Evan. It's an inside joke.
Noticed that I literally kept getting mixed up because I saw some of these videos before the show, and I kept forgetting, is this guy's name Ethan or Evan?
Who is Evan? You can get him to call himself Evan. Like, if you troll him, like that's always a fun thing.
He is so dumb. I'm not joking. The first time I ever saw him, I just instantly clocked him as like, this guy's got nothing going on inside his head whatsoever.
Yeah, the hollow eyes. I liked that. That was pretty apt.
It's scary. So what happened with the guy?
Yeah, so this guy, his name is Preston Poulter, and we called him Pocket Pussy back in the day because he has a past in cuck porn, and that's a whole nother rabbit hole. But so this guy had 2 lawsuits against Evan. One was a defamation case, and the other was over the trademark. And so he won the defamation case, got the apology, made Evan look like a bitch, and basically said that was enough and dropped the trademark case. And that ended recently. So like within the last month or 2.
Okay. So he did sue somebody over it then. Or he tried to.
Yes.
So he lied when he said he's never done that.
I think, was Preston suing him? And then, I don't know so much about the trademark case, but I think it's done. The guy felt that, Evan was humiliated enough.
Somebody in chat, hang on a second. Somebody in chat says nobody owns ComicsGate. He's saying he owns the trademark to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't read through the files on that or anything. But in
that clip I played, he straight up says it. He says, "I own the trademark. They would have to ask me permission." So maybe he's lying, but that's what he fucking said. So I don't know.
We should find some interesting ways to challenge him on that, just for shits and giggles.
I'm sure he does own the trademark to Cyberfrog, but I'm still selling those shirts and comic books.
I mean, the brand is so tainted. I mean, there's this guy named Slick Jimmy that he used to promote that ended up being convicted of having stacks of child porn.
You tell me Ethan Van Sciver knows a guy named Slick Jimmy, and I'm going to assume it's Guac City. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, Slick Jimmy, he called him his brother one time. He said, "Slick Jimmy, you're my brother. I really like your work." And what his work was this book that was basically like the glorification of some little girl that had been abused getting revenge on her tormentors. And it was basically like this big CP fantasy. And me and my buddies, we saw it right away and we're like, dude, what is this shit doing in ComicsGate, dude? Like, Evan, when we were friends with Evan at this time, we were like his right-hand man. I was on a show called War Campaign, and we were kind of like his little go-to crew, right? So we tell him, we said, dude, this dude is into some shit. You need to fucking back away. But then, so he's so dumb that he can't even see this shit for himself. He needs like advisors telling him, hey, that guy looks like a pedophile. Well, since then, it's gotten even worse. He's brought in all of Dick Masterson. I call him Dick Mexican. All of Dick Mexican's fans in.
I call him
who are
Juju.
some degenerate. Can I say fags on your show?
Well, you've done it now.
Thank you very much. Degenerate fags is what I call them. So I apologize if that was a, first time. Should have been a little more. But I use the F word a lot, the F slur.
There's a guy in chat losing his mind about you. Is JD Kirby the Good? He really hates you for some reason.
Yeah, he loved me. Yeah.
He's
Big
saying,
fan.
He's calling you a crybaby. Why does he hate you so much?
Yeah, well, he can come on here. Like, he likes to stay in the chat where he's safe. And he never likes to get on air. I think he's a little scared. Kind of like Evan. And that was funny when you name dropped me, by the way. He shit his pants a
He
little.
clammed up. And I got to be honest, I didn't know like when I said that, I had no idea about I didn't know anything. I had nothing. I had nothing to back that up with. That was a total bluff. I couldn't have named anything in that moment if he challenged me on it. When I was saying like, I don't want to bring it up, I was lying. When I was like, I don't want to waste your time. I didn't even know what to say. I knew that saying your name would be enough.
Right? No, the effect was great. Like, and I think it's because I just know all his fucking secrets. Like, I can go on for hours. And when we talk about how he got in bed with BLM and then made excuses about it.
What?
And acted like an SJW and said, oh, well, that's what they said when they blacklisted me from DC. People didn't want to buy your freaking BLM team up with Dynamite Comics, bro.
He got in bed with BLM? What?
Yeah, so years back, he got into this deal with Dynamite Comics.
Okay.
Who is, industry comics. They got people working with them, famous SJWs like Gail Simone, Mark Wade. So he gets in bed with Nick Barucci, who's the owner, and was, I think, doing a printing deal with him. And for covers. Evan was doing some covers for him, Vampirella.
Okay.
And so they're in this business deal. And Dynamite ends up doing the BLM Humble Bundle, which were these comics that they were selling, sponsored by people like Gail Simone. And the proceeds were going to bail out Antifa terrorists.
Nice.
Back in 2020. And a lot of people didn't like that. They said, what is Comicsgate getting in bed with straight up BLM? We're supposed to be apart from the industry, but this guy wants to be in the industry.
Yeah. Man. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is he would fucking lick anyone's ass. He's anybody's dog for a bone. That's what it is.
Yeah, you got it right when you said, Dick chasing Alex Stein, because that's exactly what was going on.
And I didn't say it during that part, but it also came off like in this gay way when he was doing like, I swear to God, to me, it came off as he was like sexually frustrated over Alex Stein and he wanted to, and I don't normally say that. I hate when people normally say this sort of thing. This is why I've never said this before. Okay. I didn't bring it up even when we were covering it at the time. But to me, it was like he so badly wanted Alex to be his boyfriend. It just had that energy.
I can see that.
It just had that energy of like, you guys aren't allowed to, it's the leave my girl alone sort of energy. Like, you guys are not allowed to say these things about Alex Stein. Alex Stein is a good man. And it was, very hyperventilating and sort of, I really reserve that kind of language unless I truly, truly am seeing something that way. I hate when people do that, but he does seem to be a secret gay guy. I mean, what do you think? Is it possible he really did suck off that guy behind the dumpster?
Oh, I think it's possible. I mean, when he was back in the industry, like back in 2017, 18, when he was transitioning from the industry to Comicsgate, he had a deep lisp. We're talking, classic lesbian fucking man boy type of gay lisp, so, and he's lost it or he's worked on losing it, but it comes out from time to time.
Maybe that's why he's so hollow-headed. Maybe like he's spending his entire memory, all of his RAM is being spent on trying not to lisp all the time.
I think it's a conscious effort.
It must be. All right. Well, this has been a big lore dump, and I'm not prepared for any of it. But also, just to be clear to everybody out there, I don't care. Okay, so like I'm not into any of this. I'm not going to learn about it. That's probably it with Ethan Van Sciver forever for me. I've been wanting to say mean things to his head since he decided he knew anything about me 2 years ago.
Nice.
I've been waiting for that. And him lying on my, I mean, how embarrassing is it? Him sending me that tweet where he's like, I love your show.
He had to throw a lie about me too. That was the only way when you name dropped me, which was, funny and unexpected. He had to say a lie. He said that I made fun of that Star Wars girl's dead sister, which is patently untrue. In fact, I was one of the guys behind the scenes saying that, I don't like these things that people are saying about her. I'm not going to be a part of it. And I wasn't. So, Evan, why do you have to lie, bro?
Yeah, they all lie. There's a guy in the chat right now, this Ripaverse guy, who's saying that my channel only exists because Dick Masterson canceled my appearance on his show. That doesn't even make any sense. That physically makes no sense. Why would I have an appearance on his show if I don't already have a channel? I existed for 7 years before Dick Masterson had a podcast. This already was a thing. And then also, I never had an appearance scheduled for Dick Masterson's show. He was too scared to ever bring me on. This is what they do. All of these guys, they just lie. And this is, again, I'm not taking Eric July's side in any way other than, haha, it's funny to make fun of Dick Masterson. But I'm seeing what the guys who hate him do, and they're just lying. Maybe Eric July is also lying, but it's not obvious if he is. I think this is why he hyperventilates over it. The Dick Masterson and all of these other guys, all of the minions out there that are going after Eric July, they seem to fixate on this because they're so worried that people aren't seeing it their way. I've got bad news for you. Nobody sees it your way. A normal person looks at your situation and you're the gay guy in it. The guy making fun of Eric July. He can make the worst comic books forever, and you are eternally more retarded looking. Just from an outsider's point of view, you might be right. I'm just telling you, the optics are bad, and I can't wait to watch your entire the thing that you've cashed all your chips in on to crash and burn and not exist anymore, which will be happening soon. Because I'm like the Silver Surfer, to put it in terms you guys would understand. I'm the herald of your destruction. When I show up into one of these little universes, it means Galactus is on the way to eat you. And I'm not Galactus, but I'm here to tell you, you have been chosen. I'm Norin Rad, the male one, not the lady. Okay?
I have no idea what you're saying.
Exactly.
No idea.
I can dig it. Exactly. But Nova, do you know who Nova? She's a lady. She's got fiery hair. The cosmic shit is so good. You know what sucks? DC comics are bad. All right. Anyway, and that seems to be where Eric, what's his name? Ethan. That seems to be where Ethan spent most of his time working, inventing all of the worst things about DC comics for the past 20 years. So I kept wanting, this is the thing, he couldn't fucking shut up long enough. He kept saying he wanted to have a real conversation. He didn't, because every time I tried to have one, he just steamrolled over top of me, and then I got mad, and so I called him a pumpkin head or whatever. And
I don't know, that Harley Quinn bitch is pretty hot in the movies.
Okay, well, that's got nothing to do with anything. But
I mean, there's comic book stuff, right?
The one thing I wanted to say to him, and I wish he had the maturity and patience in order for me to get this out, but he's too scared. He's too scared of anything. The next thing I might say might be too harmful to his feelings. But I wanted to say to him, there are so many horrifically bad comic book guys in the industry. They're decades-long comic book guys like you. They've been working forever. They're well-respected, and they blow. How come you don't talk shit about them? Where is all this venom and vitriol for Greg Land? Okay.
Back in the day, that's what CG was about. Like back in 2017, 18, we would go against the leftist SJWs all the time, like guys like Kwanzaa and all these retards that were just industry tools being used for their leftism to push out propaganda at DC and Marvel. That's what we used to do, but it changed. A lot of people realized that Evan was just like what we were supposed to be fighting against, but he was inside Comicsgate, and he's basically divided it for that reason over the years.
Yeah. Well,
you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Here's the thing. There's
classic trope.
There's a guy I used to, back when I used to read comics more regularly, I hated this guy called Greg Land. And Greg Land made these photorealistic like he was well known because he drew very realistically. And this is kind of one of the things I was saying to Ethan, is the more real it is, the worse the comic is. And that's what he got known for in a time where people weren't working. Using computers for comic books was still pretty new, and making very realistic looking characters was very new still. And he was one of the top guys doing that. But the reason he was able to do that is he was tracing images from movies, from other comic books, from wrestling, and from porn. So you'd be reading a Fantastic Four comic, and Sue Storm would look like a different woman in every panel, and then at one point Dr. Doom would shoot a laser at her, and her pain reaction was going, he was tracing porn. And then the gooners online would go, wait a second, I recognize that. I know exactly what that's from. And in comics, it's common to have something called a swipe file, where you've got little poses and things, but you're not supposed to literally trace it, and you're not supposed to steal it from other creative works. You're supposed to have like photos that you took as reference and things like that. But what they'll do is a swipe file is usually, it's used derogatorily normally, and it's either you stole poses from other comic book artists, or you stole it from other mediums. Greg Land was the worst when it came to this. Look him up. He's like notorious for this, but he was also one of the most popular, I think maybe even one of the highest paid at the time, comic book artists, because dummies think that photorealism or very realistic looking characters is good. The same way dummies think that a video game looking more realistic makes it a better game somehow. This is classic, Mexican kid on Xbox Live thinking. And so, Dick Mexican. So, I hate this Greg Land.
King.
You couldn't there's an entire, the majority of comic book readers back then, you couldn't convince them that Greg Land was garbage. Industry guys would secretly say Greg Land is garbage because he's stealing. It's theft. It's just straight up theft. That's copyright infringement, basically. But the audience bought it up, which is, again, my point about it doesn't matter what your numbers are. People buy crap. Sometimes the reasons people buy things don't have anything to do with their intrinsic value or how good it is, whether objectively or subjectively. Sometimes it's about a political climate around a thing. And sometimes it's about, I like it when the lady looks like porn. Because that's what it was really going on. And during this time, there were websites that would keep swipe files on Greg Land, where they would show where he copied panels, and even tracing his own stuff over and over, using the same pose on different characters over and over again, sometimes in the same comic book. He was so lazy. He was the Dick Masterson of comic books, let's say, just to keep it as somebody that we're all familiar with here, in that it's lazy non-tent, it's not trying, it's copying. Dick Masterson's just doing Adam Carolla, and yet it's got an audience, and they love it, and they'll spend money on it. And I was going to say merch because of the lazy part, but then I realized nobody spends money on merch, and that was kind of an important part to the whole thing. So during this time when somebody posted on one of these major websites a Greg Land, like the pencil page before it had been inked. And you don't know this, but when they're making comic books, there's all this stuff drawn and written in the margins, like in between the panels. And there's all this extra info that they just get rid of once the final version of it has been made, and including like just, stuff that they need for their internal business, right? Like Marvel shit written up at the top, whatever. And that
I saw one of those leaked before, and it was just all swastikas. It was crazy.
Yeah, they're including, by the way, the artist's like personal info on there sometimes. And so somebody posted one of Greg Land. It had his phone number on it. And this was in a time before doxing. Nobody even knew what doxing was. So I saw that and I went, oh. Now, I don't remember if I recorded this. I'm positive it's not on this computer. This was 2009 probably when this happened. But I called Greg Land. I tried to make the logging of the trolling of Greg Land happen. ComicsGate before ComicsGate. And I called him up and I would harass him on the phone. Just prank calling him, telling him like, man, I wish I could remember. It's been so long now, but I would be making references to comics he had drawn, but then also clearly saying like, hey, dude, hey, is this Greg? Mr. Land. Yes, I'm a big fan. I love your work in... And then whatever movie he had recently ripped off drawings from. Yeah, I love all your work in the movie Troy. Remember Troy with Brad Pitt? He used to use that one a lot. Gladiator. It looks really good. And then he would hang up. He'd be so mad and hang up, but he would answer almost every time. I wonder if he still has the same phone number. I almost want to do it now. Where is the EVS? Where's the Dick Masterson? Where's the ComicsGate for guys like that? Eric July is not a comic book guy. He is a newly made comic book guy. What about the dudes who have been fucking coasting for 30 years off of crap? That's how you know it's fake. That's how you know that it has nothing to do with Eric July specifically. Eric July, it's what I said earlier. The grifters, they're all on the same political side. And they only call out the guys from their own side. Eric July is a base black man. So it's easy to make fun of him because he's black. And it's easy to make fun of him because he's also right wing. That's all it is. It's got nothing to do with comics. I know, because I'd be more interested if it was. If it had anything to do with the comic books, I'd be sitting here giving you my review of ISOM and all the rest of the Rippaverse right now. But I don't want to sit here and pretend with these losers who are part of ComicsGate that it's actually about the comics. Grow up, get a life, stop reading comic books, and stop falling for these political grifter scams. That's all ComicsGate is. That's all EVS and his streams are. And the only reason anyone buys his hats and comic books is to say, I'm on this side. And we know that because we see him do it with Revenge of the Sis. We see them do it with Steven Crowder. We see them do it with Alex Stein. These people aren't laughing. They're not enjoying it. Ask a guy what his favorite Alex Stein joke is. We already know it. Ethan said it. Big booty Latina. That wasn't funny. That was him harassing the right person. That was him talking shit about the lefty they love to dunk on, AOC. She is a retard, by the way. I mean, she deserves it. But you don't think it's not the funniest, craziest thing that's ever happened. He just yelled at a lady. There was no joke. I love big booty Latinas. Well, what does that even have to do with her? That you could have said that to anybody in your neighborhood, Alex. You live in fucking Texas. You could have found one much closer to home. These guys can't name a favorite joke of any of these guys. They can't name what's your favorite fucking panel from a Cyberfrog issue? You think they've got one? Or is it a big smeared, terribly colored mess inside their minds? I think I know the answer. Anyway, this has been a 2 for 2 amazing shows in one night. It's incredible. How do I do it? I already did a 4.5-hour show, and now you got another 2-hour show. PodAwful.pizza. Join the Pizza Fund. I've been happy to be here. You've been a fucking hyperventilating loser who cares too much about comics in his 40s. And until next time, bye. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. Haha.
Support the show. Join the Pizza Fund. PodAwful.pizza.
Pizza.
I love you. I know you love me too.
PodAwful.pizza.
A guy in chat said, go insane for the Ukraine. Yeah, that's my favorite Alex Stein joke, too. I love when he rhymes. Teehee. You know who my favorite comedian is? Mother Goose. Fucking losers. Sven is going to be mad at me for shitting on EVS. You know, they're friends, and he's going to... I'm going to be